Committee on Justice and Human Rights, this meeting is now in order, and I will ask Senator Lacson to convene his own committee.
On the part of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, this hearing is hereby called to order.
Thank you, Ms. We call to order the hearing today on the Committee on Justice and Human Rights jointly with the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs after having suspended the hearing last 22nd September. This is a continuation of the resolutions and the privileged speeches made by several senators. There's a Senate Resolution number 9 by Senator Leila De Lima concerning the recent and rampant killings, extrajudicial killings, and summary executions, and to strengthen accountability of law enforcers. That's the highway upon which we are going to traverse in this investigation. At the same time, we have Senate Resolution number 151 by Senator Antonio Trillanes III on the alleged extrajudicial or summary killings purportedly committed by the Davao Death Squad, and in order to have the protection of people's basic human rights, and also in pursuance of the campaign against terrorism, drugs, and street crimes. Oh, the fourth. I'm sorry. You mean there are 4 of you? I stand corrected. Let the minutes reflect that Senator Antonio Trillanes is the 4th among several Antonio Trillaneses. Inasmuch as I am told by the committee secretariat that, and because of the motion made by Senator Leila De Lima, the Davao police are here. And these are the people that have been mentioned in various occasions by different sources, including the senators and including one witness here. We're happy that they have arrived, and let me just acknowledge some of the personalities here that have arrived, and we thank them. Good morning to everyone. First and foremost, the General De La Rosa, Ronald De La Rosa, and General Eleuterio of IAS, Internal Affairs. Is he here? Yes. And of course, Undersecretary Cui. I'm sorry, I should have acknowledged you first. Civilian authority being supreme over the police and the military. Undersecretary of Local Government, and of course, Director La Peñas of the La Peña of the Dangerous Drugs Law, Dangerous Drugs Board, and of course, no, PIDEA. I'm sorry, PIDEA, and Director Dante Gueran at the National Bureau of Investigation, Director. We also have Police Chief Superintendent Manuel Garlan of Davao, and of course, thank you again to Chief Superintendent Marquez, Augusto Marquez Jr., and also Bartolome Ricardo, Superintendent Bartolome Ricardo of the Philippine Army, and there will be other witnesses that will come over again. But before we call in the witnesses, those of you who have not taken your oaths, will you please stand up so that we can administer the oath? Comsec.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the inquiry? You may sit down.
Thank you. Let it be reflected that Colonel Bacardo and Police Chief Superintendent Manuel Garlan have taken their oaths of office. Not only oaths of office, but their oath here. Again, I reiterate the previous rules that we in the committee have agreed upon. There are 2 lecterns here for all the committee members to use upon recognition. The chair will give wide latitude to the questions given. You have 10 minutes to ask your questions, but the answers we will give more than 10 minutes. It will not be counted. The answers will not be counted on your time, so that there is wide latitude. Again, I reiterate that if there is need for reiteration or to emphasize or to tell the whole story, the senator will be given, and I'm sure you have given me wide latitude previously to continue the questions. Let me just do this properly so everybody's on the same page. Having said all that, we want to make sure that the committee respect, and I know that all the senators will act with dignity and with candor and with the utmost discipline, so that we can make a very good account of the Senate investigation. The Senate is a very respected body. I don't think I have to bang the gavel and call anybody to order. If there is any disorder, I will bang the gavel so that we can suspend and we can deliberate in private, so we can handle it correctly, as we do it in the Senate. Should be no sign of emotion or any sign or indication of parliamentary misconduct. Having said that, Mr. President, I would like to call on, I think I saw the chairman, Senator De Lima raise her hand. Senator De Lima, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everyone. Just a brief manifestation for the record, for the sake of accuracy, because it was mentioned earlier by the good chair that I was the one, this representation was the one who moved for the issuance of an invitation and or subpoena to the members or the alleged members of the Davao Death Squad, as mentioned by the witness. Based on the transcripts of the September 15, 2016 hearing, which was the first hearing attended by Mr. Edgar Matobato, it was in fact Senator Trillanes who moved for the issuance of an invitation or subpoena. May I just quote? At any rate, I would first move that we subpoena Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte and all the members of the Davao Death Squad, as mentioned by our witness, especially those belonging to the Philippine National Police and the NBI. And I just reiterated that motion during the last hearing of September 22. I just invited the attention of the body as to the invitation as requested by somebody else. So it turns out that it was, in fact, Senator Trillanes and not this representation who asked for such invitation. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, may I also make a manifestation?
Let me just address the manifestation made by Senator De Lima. I think I was very clear that all these witnesses were invited by virtue of the privileged speeches as well, which contain your motions. So I think I will stand by my previous remarks. I also want to make sure that when we call these witnesses, this is also by virtue of the resolution made by Senator Trillanes. Now, on the motion, is that which you say is a reiteration that was never carried last time, because I think there was an objection by Senator Subiri. But let me just point out that the committee will later on talk among each other as to whether we will invite them. In the first place, insofar as the Davao Death Squad, there is no finding yet that the Davao Death Squad exists. There is a lot of talk, and that's why we brought them here, to find out whether, in fact, there is an existence of a Davao Death Squad. So it is very difficult for the chair, and as well, I'm sure, with my confrere, Senator Lacson, to, I hope I am not speaking out of turn, Senator Lacson, to invite the Davao Death Squad, because nobody's going to come up and show up just like that. It's not been publicly incorporated in the Securities and Exchange Commission, and there's no effort on the part of anybody to say I'm a member of the Davao Death Squad, and therefore I cannot accede to that second motion unless there is testimony to prove the existence of the Davao Death Squad, or admission by any of the witnesses here that such a squad exists and that the following people are members of the Davao Death Squad. Of course, all these statements would have to stand the scrutiny of investigation by the senators before we act. We act with judiciousness here and consideration for the rights of everybody, and we act in the interest of truth. So having said that, I now recognize Senator Cayetano. Go ahead, Senator
Thank you,
Cayetano.
Mr. Chairman, at magandang umaga po sa atin lahat. Sir Chairman, you actually already stated what I wanted to manifest, that we are inviting people who have been mentioned. It is the tradition of the Senate that they can defend themselves here. It is the tradition of the Senate that in accordance with the Constitution, a person can confront his accusers. But to call them as members of the Davao Death Squad would be having an unfair conclusion at this time. So Colonel Dionisio Abude, retired of the Heinous Crime Division, SPO3 Las Cañas, who Mr. Matobato continually referred to, PO3 Ayaw and PO3 Jumawan, and others are here today because they were named and invited. If need so, Mr. Chairman, I'm willing to present them, not to attest to the truth of their testimony, but to give them a chance to refute the testimony, to refute or to accede to meaning to confirm or deny the testimony of Mr. Matobato. And lastly, Mr. President, as I have mentioned at the start of the hearing, the Duterte administration campaign against drug is not a campaign to kill people indiscriminately, not to get rid of criminals extrajudicially, but is a campaign to save the nation and save the generations from drugs. And these policemen will be able to testify how it was done in Davao. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Senator Lacson.
Would it be proper and correct to refer to them as members of the Heinous Crime Division? And I'd like to address that to Senator Cayetano or to Chief Superintendent Gerlan, who's the Director of Police Regional Office 11. Would it be the correct and proper nomenclature, if I may say so?
Your Honor, they are not all members of the Heinous Crimes Division, so we can refer them maybe as former members of Police Regional Office 11 in general.
Thank you.
You say former members. That means to say that they have either retired or have been reassigned to other duties
Yes, Your Honor.
outside
Sir.
of Davao City.
If I may give an accounting of the 23 invited, 22 are actually named because one has a double entry. Out of the 22, 12 are still in the active service, and 10 of these are still with the Police Regional Office 11. One is with the PSPG, and one is with the Aviation Security Group, and 10 have already retired, Your Honor.
So, in effect, how many are going to be presented here today?
We have 16 present, including 4 of the retired personnel, sir.
So 4 have retired, and of the 12, they are still in Davao or have been reassigned elsewhere?
10 out of the 12 still in the active service are in Davao, but they are present today, sir.
Thank you. All right, so that is very clear. These are policemen that have been assigned in various occasions, either in the Heinous Crimes Division or in other positions, and some of them have retired and some of them are still on duty, not necessarily with the Heinous Crimes Division. Having said that, in response to Senator Cayetano, I will give him the proper time, not necessarily as a presenter of the witness. In fact, one of the things that was worrying both Senator Lacson and myself, sino ba ang magpipresenta sa witness dito? Because ang nag-imbita ay sila Senator De Lima. Hindi naman nagbinta. Ang reference namin ay yung motion at saka yung privilege speech. Kaya kung hindi nila gagawin yun, I suppose kailangan isalang natin ang testigo at magtatanong tayong lahat ngayong araw na ito. At kung makakatulong si Senator Cayetano, kung gusto niyang mag-clarify or he may have some information that we don't have, I will give him wide latitude. Okay? Having said that, we shall now proceed to the hearing per se. I want to remind the COMSEC, because I asked him earlier that there were requests for pending documents, pending requests for documents. I want to know from him if those documents have all been submitted.
Yes, sir.
Can you please go to the microphone? Because I would want to have a senator say, we requested and that they were ignored.
Yes, sir. These documents have been submitted already. We have marked the documents annexes A to L.
All right, and these documents are available for every senator
Yes,
to produce,
for-
and they will be distributed accordingly. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And they have not been distributed right now.
Yet. Sir,
Well, what is yes?
Sir, we're working on.
What is
of the
yes?
address-
Have you distributed them or not?
Not yet. We're depending on the requests of the senators, sir, because we have problems with the manpower and the facilities.
I
and the
don't think we
equipment.
have problems with the manpower. It's just a question of your execution of this. The Senate President has given me latitude to, for you to ask other members of other employees here in the Senate for you to be assisted, because I raised that point, because there are voluminous documents. So please make do.
Yes,
Be-
sir. Yes, sir. We'll do that.
All right, thank you. I will expect that in fairness to the senators, that they all are given the necessary documents that have been asked for, so that they can produce and study them and be the basis for questions and judgment. Having said that, we shall call our witnesses now. Is that okay with everybody? Are there any questions? Who shall we call first? Senator Cayetano, I heard you say a certain colonel in charge of the Heinous Crime Division. Or maybe I should ask Chief Superintendent Garland.
Sir, may we request that former Senior Superintendent Abudi be the first to present?
Chief Superintendent Apulit,
Police Senior Superintendent Abudi, sir.
active duty,
Retired already, sir.
retired. Abude, A-B-U-D-E. In Bisaya, it used to be Abode. It became Abude.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Abude. Committee Sec, please call the witness here and should they sit up front here. You'll notice while we're waiting for him that we place a special podium for the special table for the witness, so that nobody can say that he's being coached. Colonel Abude? Sergeant at Arms? I would require that a lawyer be provided him. If he has brought a lawyer, that would be appreciated if he would he would present himself. And
Mr. Chairman,
yes, Senator Trillanes, while we're waiting.
based on the agreement last hearing, the witness, Mr. Edgar Matobato, was supposed to identify the other officers.
We will come to that. We're not at that moment. If you will recall, there was no agreement. I merely said I did not dismiss him. Precisely, I did not dismiss him just in case we will lead him. When the proper time comes, if you request, after testimony has been made, that would be more timely than now.
Well, if we're going to introduce these officers one by one, then that would preempt the whole thing, Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
I believe
Chairman.
it would be proper for him to identify these officers first, again as another test of credibility. Then we can make them present whatever they want
Mr.
to
Chairman,
present.
I may help.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, before the hearing started, I asked if they have a lawyer, and I asked the lawyer about certain stipulations, and he said they're willing to stipulate that they know Mr. Matobato, and Mr. Matobato knows them. So that will do away with the identification, because they're willing to admit that. But I'd rather they say it themselves once they get there. The request is just that they be given the opportunity to testify freely before they're confronted, just because there were 3 previous hearings wherein their names was continuously battered, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Senator Cayetano. You will recall that both the chairman of these committees talked about an executive session so that they can have a lineup. In fact, I asked Senator Lacson, and he graciously accepted at that time that the witness be there at the lineup. But in fairness to the policemen, we wanted that so that they would not be unnecessarily ridiculed, or their families could be, put to embarrassment. These are people who serve, and as far as I'm concerned, the general rule is that they do their duty. They're given that latitude. So having said that, anyway, all these people have been mentioned. The names that you have invited have been mentioned, and if they have not been mentioned, then you can call the attention of the chair. And if we need to identify let him be identified, then you can chair will entertain a motion at that time.
Okay. Well, Mr. Chairman, anyway, the suggestion came from the chair, and I was just
Wala na yan, wala na.
reminding. Yes, but if now Senator Cayetano is saying that yung mga na-identify ni Mr. Matobato na mga PNP officers ay umaamin na kilala nila si Mr. Matobato, and that would do away with the identification process, and I would be satisfied by that. Pero sinasabi ko lang, Mr. Chairman, na when this idea was proposed, it was supposed to be a test of the credibility of Mr. Matobato. Ngayon, kung inaamin na ng mga police mismo, we should be fair enough to say na nagsasabi ng totoo si Mr. Matobato, Mr. Chairman.
Please do not put the cart before the horse.
Well, no, at least as far as the identification
the chair
of
would like to request Senator Trillanes not to make conclusions because that's why we have an investigation here.
But there is a stipulation, Mr. Chairman, at least as far as the identification of the officers are
In
concerned.
point of law, when a stipulation is made, that is to save time.
Yes.
It is not supposed to prove the case.
No. I was not talking about the case, Mr. Chairman. I was talking about the identification. Kasi sinasabi yon na papuntahin natin yung mga police para ma-identify as a test of credibility.
Well,
Ngayon kung inaamin na, then we should also be man enough to say that as far as that is concerned, then nagsasabi ng totoo si Mr. Matobato.
I will cut this conversation right away. There is no need for it. The proper time to ask the witness is that, are you the same person referred to by Mr. Matobato? And I will suggest that you ask that question, and I will give you that right to do so. Pag humarap yung testigo dyan, tanay mo, ikaw ba yung sinasabi ni Matobato? Pag sinabi niyang oo, it doesn't prove anything except that the man exists. Tandaan natin, Davao yan. Makakakilala lahat yan. Kilala ng mga pulis yung mga hoodlum, kilala nila yung mga testigo. Nag-marry naman ako, kaya alam ko yan sinasabi ko rito. So give me some latitude. Proceed, please. Is the witness here already? Would you please ask him to move forward? Are you migrating here, Colonel? You have a backpack. Would you please give your bag to Senator Trillanes so he can investigate it? No, thank you. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We don't want to be bombed here. All right. Let the chair ask. Please identify yourself.
Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, I am retired Police Superintendent Junicio Abude, 59 years old. I was appointed as patrolman in 1983 and retired from the PNP service in February 2013.
Yes. All right. Will you please stand up so we can administer the oath to you? Comsec.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly refer to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry? Take your seat, please.
Thank you very much. The witness is requested to answer the questions forthrightly, and the senators are requested to ask their questions as fast as we can.
Sir,
You have
I'd like
a...
to make some few statements, sir. Mr. Chairman.
Just one more thing. You are accompanied by a lawyer, the gentleman over there, the intelligent-looking man over there is...
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Could you please identify yourself?
May it please this
Excuse me?
Honorable August Badi. I am Attorney Heraclio Malaki III, Your Honor, of Davao City. Heraclio Malaki III po.
Malaki?
Yes, sir.
As in big?
Yes, sir.
Spelled with K-I or Q-U-I?
KI po.
K-I, alright. Malaki talaga. Alright. Dako. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Maragul. Alright. I just want to be sure. You are instructed that you can confide to the witness, but you cannot directly address the Senate
Yes, Your Honor.
unless we ask you to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Please proceed. The chair will now allow, papagbigyan po natin ng testigo, nabigay siya ng preliminary statement because mahirap naman po magtanong tayo dito nang hindi natin alam kung ano sinabi niya. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honors, Mr. Chairman. Your Honors, Mr. Chairman, I am here because I want to clear two issues. That's why I am invited here. That concern most of my persons as member of the PNP before. It concern also to my family and relatives, friends, neighbors, and most especially the civic organization who adjudged me as Pinoy hero in 2012 and as an awardee of leaders and achievers of Davao. Your Honors, Mr. Chairman, before I explain the two issues why I am invited here, allow me to show a audio-visual presentation prepared by the Cobra Pinoy Hero, energy drink, when I was a judge as Pinoy Hero in 2012. If I may be allowed, Your Honor.
Please proceed with dispatch. Hindi lang tayo masyadong maraming oras at kaya pagbilisan lang po ninyo. Go ahead po.
Yes, sir. Please.
Meron po kayong PowerPoint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Pursuant to our rules now, the PowerPoint will belong to the Senate so that will be part of the record as suggested by the Majority Floor Leader whom I've asked to be at the center table, being an officer of the Senate. Go ahead.
Ang pagiging bayan, madalas hindi sadya.
Bilang Police Superintendent at ating hipi ng Kalinan, crimes against property, ang talagang tinutunan namin ng pansin. Pero nang malaman ko, ang madalas na suspect ay kabataan, naisip ko, mali yun.
Nagmumula sa kagustuang baguhin ang hindi tama.
Nakipag-ugnayan ako sa mga barangay captain kung saan nakatira yung mga batang sangkot sa krimen. Inisa-isa ko ang mga bahay nila. Kinausap ng masinsinan ang mga magulang at di ako nabigo. Pumayag silang ipasok ang mga anak nila sa youth camp nang maturuan ng magulang.
Pinupustahan ang matinding paniniwala.
Dati po, dahil sa hirap, natutuwa ko magnakaw. At buti na lang, nandyan sila buti. Pinapapop niya po ako. Tapos, natutunan ko ang disiplina, pinag-aral niyo po.
52 minors, 52 na pangalan kasama ang mga Rugby Boys. Nakumbinsi ko ang mga magulang nila na malagang magbago at masaayos ang buhay ng kanilang mga anak.
Ang pagiging bayan, bunga ng tiyaga at pagpupursige.
Meron din kaming tree planting at next phase ng pagtuturo sa kanila ng skills na sa ngayon ay tayak na sa pista. Meron kaming lessons sa response unit, first aid at Bible stories. Nang lumipat ako ng istasyon dito sa Talomo, ganun muli ang ginawa ko. Tinanong ko ang mga bata kung gusto nilang mag-aral, magbagong buhay.
Pagharap ko talaga po, hindi pulis. Gulat na sa ruputi. Pagulong sa...
Excuse me, Colonel, gaano ba kahaba ito?
I think 7 minutes more or less.
7 minutes. Sige. Tanggalin lang natin yung
Upang
commercial ng
matuluyang
Cobra.
laban para sa mga nangangailangan ng kakampi.
Ang mga bata dapat binibigyan ng pagkakataon. Hindi sila dapat hinahayaang malugmok sa kasamaan. Dahil may pagkakataon silang maging guwaran ng mga mamamayan, lalo na't maaga pa habang bata pa sila. Sabi ko kung nagugutom sila, pumunta sila sa presinto. Pagkakainin namin silang mga bata, imbis na mag-rugby sila, pangpalipas ng gutom. Naghahanap kami ng sponsor ng kakatulong para tuluyang talikuran ng mga bata ang masamang nagawa nila dati nadala na rin sa tindi ng kahirapan at para magkaroon sila ng magandang kinabukasan. Ako, bago naging pulis, nag-security guard ako. Tinanan ko lahat, pinagsikapan ko kung ano man ang narating ko ngayon. Malaking karangalan na pansin ng Cobra ang aming kwento. Masaya kong nakikita nagbabago ang mga bata. Yung pwede pala silang maging modelo ng iba pang kabataan. May concern ako sa kanila, kaya talagang binibigyan ko ng oras itong gawain namin. Ito ang aking tunay na lakas, ang makatulong sa kabataan.
Si Kapitan Dionisio Abude, pulis, ama, bagong bayan, Pilipinong may tunay na lakas.
Ito ang kwentong tungga ko.
Let me, pwede naman pigilin?
Okay, sir. Tapos na, sir.
Because sisingilin ka na namin ng advertising dito. We are on national TV, so I hope you did not come here to advertise Cobra.
No, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Sir, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, the first issue that I would like to explain that according to Edgar Matobato, the heinous crime was organized to kill people. Or the heinous crime was organized for the police of the former Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte, now our President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Excuse me po, kung mas komportable po kayo magsalita ng Tagalog o Pilipino, mas maganda po. Feel free po. Kung saan po kayo komportable.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sir, ang heinous crime ay inactivate ng Davao City Police Office under the control and supervision of the Chief of the Investigation Division. At saka, noong 2002 ay hindi pa ako asahin ng heinous crime. According to Edgar Matobato, that yung meeting ay ginawa rin doon sa loob ng heinous crime in my presence. Yun ang dalawang issue na gusto kong i-explain, Mr. Chairman. First, I have here the accomplishment of heinous crime when I was the chief. When I was designated as the chief of that heinous crime investigation section. The activation was effective on August 24, 2001. And there is a mission and function of that activation. And I was assigned as chief of that heinous crime on January 15, 2003 until March 8, 2006. With that period, Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, to sum up, only 1 year accomplishment because this is only the records that I retrieved from my personal files. We conducted search warrant operation 18 times, and we conducted entrapment operation 12 times and apprehended 36 personality. To sum up, also to add with the Drug Enforcement Unit, because I was the concurrent chief of the Drug Enforcement Unit during the time, we also apprehended 9 suspects. A total of 19 arrested persons, including wanted persons. That is the other accomplishment of the heinous crime, totaling with a total of 69 apprehended suspects within 1 year only, Your Honor. To further explain that the heinous crime was created just to kill people, I have here, Your Honors, Mr. Chairman, a copy or a news clippings dated April 24, 2014, when a certain Mike Umpa delivered the shabu from Manila on board Cebu Pacific to Davao City. I apprehended this in bypass operation, and the first hour in our office, he tried to kill himself. Luckily, we saved him. I am saying this, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, because in contrary to the allegation of Mr. Matobato that the heinous crime was activated to kill people, why we saved Mike Mahmoud Umpa, and he is now sentenced to life sentence. Life sentence, Your Honor, and he is now in Dapicol. Another example, Your Honor, even the neighbors of our very own President Rodrigo Duterte was apprehended.
Sandali lang po. Sinabi niyo si Mahmoud nasa life imprisonment? Naka-detain? Yung ba sinabi?
Yes, sir. Mike Umpa Mahmoud.
Iba yun doon kay Juan.
Ima yung sinasabi na nandun ako, sir, sa hearing
Mahmoud.
allegedly before the disappearance or before the abduction of Macdum.
Sorry po, sorry.
That is the second issue that I am going to explain, that according to Edgar Matobato, that I was present at the heinous crime investigation section. I deny that, Your Honor, because I was not there and I was not yet assigned in that office. Another thing, Your Honor, we had a shootout that my companion was hit in his right ear, and during the exchange of fire, Alimon, the suspect of snatching, was hit 5 times, and yet we brought him to the hospital. This is again to show that we are not into killing, Mrs. Herman, Your Honor, but we are there to conduct investigation, follow up cases, conduct surveillance, and if had an opportunity to implement the warrant of arrest of those wanted persons. One more, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, another thing. There was an incident, massacre, wherein 4 victims died and 3 injured, including one Japanese national. And we apprehended the suspect in General Santos City in 30 hours span after the occurrence of the incident. And yet, this minor was properly investigated, and even one was out because he's away, who was a minor. One is 21 years old. So these are the accomplishments of the heinous crime. We conduct investigation and not to kill people, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors. That's all, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors, because I already explained the 2 issues, that the heinous crime was activated to kill people, and the heinous crime, and I was present during the meeting at said office in 2002.
Sinasabi niyo hindi pa kayo member nung grupo na yan?
Yes.
Noon dinala si Macdum ba? Si Said? Si Sally Macdum?
Not. Ang issue sa akin, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, is that during the meeting, I was present at the heinous crime.
Opo.
If ever there is a meeting conducted, since it was not corroborated statement of Edgar Matobato.
But you were already head na kayo nung...
No, sir.
Not yet.
Because I was assigned as
Member
designated.
ba kayo noon?
Hindi, sir.
So sinasabi niyo wala kayo noon dinala si Sally Macdum doon?
Wala akong alam, sir.
Okay.
Yung sinasabi din niya ng meeting.
Alright. Thank you. Chair opens it for interpellation.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just to clarify, page
Senator
71 of the transcript dated September 20, 2016, ito yung sinasabi niya na he was mentioned by Mr. Matobato as being present when during the time that Sally Macdum was abducted, hindi ba? Ito yung tinanong siya kasi, kinsa man ang kaistoryahan mo sa heinous crime? Mr. Matobato, tanong ni Senator Cayetano yon. Ang sagot ni Mr. Matobato, si Arthur Las Cañas, si Colonel Abode, referring to you. Si Jim Tan, si Porog, si Medina, si Ubalis. And this happened, according to Mr. Matobato, in 2002. And you were telling us during your preliminary statement that you were assigned as chief of that division only in January of 2003. So it could not be possible that you were present as alleged by Matobato. Is that correct? Tama po ba yon?
Pardon, sir. Pardon.
Ina-allege ni Matobato that na present kayo noong tiyempo na inabduct si Sally Macdum. Ang sinasabi niya rin, nangyari yung pag-abduct 2002. Pero kayo po na-assign doon sa Heinous Crime Division January of 2003 as per your preliminary statement. Tama
Yes,
po ba
Your
yan?
Honor.
So it could not be possible that you were present as alleged by Mr. Matobato.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Not necessarily. Hindi ka man member nung grupo na yon. Ikaw ba naandoon? Pulis ka na nung araw. Hindi ba posibleng naandoon ka nung panahon na yan?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Anong yes?
I was already a policeman at
You're already
that
a
time.
policeman. Pero hindi ba posible nung nangyari yung confrontation na yun, sa meeting na yun, naandun kayo? Kahit na hindi kayo hepe o kaya hindi kayo member nung tinatawag na heinous crime?
Imposible yan, sir, dahil nandun ako, I was assigned as the Chief of the Drug Enforcement Unit in 2002. And at the same time, before I was assigned as Drug Enforcement Unit, I was also assigned at the NACTAP, the National Anti-Kidnapping Task Force, because I was requested the Chief of the NACTAP before, I was requested to be assigned there.
So wala talaga kayo doon? Malayo kayo doon nung nangyari yan?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr.
Pero
Chairman.
nasa Davao din kayo. Assigned kayo sa NACTAF, but detailed do sa Davao.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Also in Davao City.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nasa pareho ba yung building na pinaglalagyan ng NACTAP at saka yung opisina yan ng
Heinous crime?
heinous crime?
Hindi, sir. Malayo, sir.
Malayo. Iba ang building nun?
Iba, sir.
Iba ang lugar nun?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Sorry?
Malayo, sir.
Opo. Thank you. Thank you po. Sige. Questions?
Follow up na lang, Mr. Chairman. Where were you exactly at the time? Noong sinasabi ni Mr. Matobato. Of course, wala namang...
I was, there is no date. I was the chief of the Drug Enforcement Unit and at the same time detailed at the NACTAP. I have my order.
Do you have a diary?
No, sir. I compile all my...
Yeah. Oh, you're assigned. Wala kang logbook?
Mayroon, sir. As an investigator before, I have all my pocket notes, investigator's note. But all my appointment and orders where I was assigned, I have my copy, sir.
What you were saying, you had no business staying in the office of the Heinous Crime Division because you were assigned somewhere else.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, go ahead, Senator Cayetano.
Before we open for interpellation, but I will submit to the chair to just a suggestion. The next witness, SPO3 Las Cañas, his testimony is intimately related to his testimony. You may want to hear him first before we question them both. But I submit, Mr. Chair, if you want to open the interpellation first now.
What is the pleasure of the committee? Huh? We can dispose of him already?
I would suggest, Mr. Chair, that we first ask questions to this resource speaker, or resource person. I would not want to call any
Yes,
of
Your
them as a
Honor. I have
witness.
already opened the floor
But
for questions.
I
If you have any questions.
Because if Senator Alan would insist on that, I have a counter proposal. that all of them should be placed here already, should be allowed to face Senate, the committee already, so that we can throw questions to any of them.
There is no proposition here. The proposition on the floor is that this is now the period of interpellation. So any senator who wants to interpellate the witness may do so at his or her own pleasure.
Yes.
You're willing
I'm willing to ask questions.
Go ahead, please. You have the floor. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Thank you. So inaamin niyo po na kilala niyo si Edgar Matobato.
Opo, Your Honor.
Bakit niyo po siya kilala?
Nakilala ko siya dahil pinsan siya or cousin, nephew siya ng kasama kong pulis in 1992 sa San Pedro Police Station.
Kilala niyo siya bilang? Sino ho ba si Edgar Matobato sa pagkakilala niyo? Sino ho ba siya? Killer ho ba talaga siya?
Hindi ko alam yan, ma'am.
So paano mo siya kilala?
Kilala ko siya dahil pinsan nga siya ng kasamahan kong pulis in 1992 when I was assigned at San Pedro Police Station.
Madalas niyo ho ba siya nakikita noon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Saan?
Sa pagkasama niya si Police Inspector Matobato at that time, he was a corporal and I was a patrolman.
No. Matobato is a police inspector? No, he's not. Is he a policeman?
I am, yes, Eduardo Matobato. Eduardo Matobato, his cousin.
Si Eduardo Matobato. Hindi po si Edgar Matobato.
Hindi.
Hindi po police Edgar Matobato.
Excuse me. Please tell the committee, sino yung police na kamag-anak ni Matobato?
He retired as Police Senior Inspector,
Sino po yan?
Mr. Chairman.
Ano pangalan po?
Eduardo Matobato or Edi Matobato.
Yun yung pisan.
Yes,
Pareho silang pangalan.
Mr. Chairman.
Si Ed...
Edgar yung isa, ito Eduardo. Hindi, inuhuli ko lang. So, yung isa, si Edgardo, si Edgar, si Matobato.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Itong sinasabi mong pulis si Eduardo.
Eduardo or Edi Matobato.
Edi. Ay, mabutit nagkakaalaman tayo.
Si Edgar Matobato ho mismo, hindi po siya pulis, di ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi mo siya kilala bilang killer?
Hindi,
Kasi
Your Honor.
inamin po niya, killer daw po siya.
Hindi ko alam yun, Your Honor.
So hindi mo siguro aaminin na merong Davao Death Squad.
Hindi, Your Honor.
Narinig niyo na ho ba yung Davao Death Squad?
Narinig, Your Honor.
Paano mo naririnig yung tungkol sa Davao Death Squad?
Kasi yung mga media doon, sila ang nagbigay ng, nagsasabi na death squad. Pag may namamatay sa Davao, sabi nila death squad.
Dati ho kayo sa Civil Security Unit, di ho ba? Civil Security Unit.
Na consultant ako after I retired.
When
Your
did
Honor,
you retire?
In 2013.
But before you retired, you were part of the Civil Security Unit?
No, Your Honor.
Sa heinous crime.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ilang taon ho kayo sa heinous crime?
From January 15, 2013 up to March 8, 2006, Your Honor.
Nung nag-retire kayo, sinabi nyo, consultant po kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hanggang ngayon, consultant po kayo.
No, Your Honor.
Kailan po kayo naging consultant? At
3 days.
consultant ng ano? Consultant ni sino? Nino?
3 days after my retirement, I was hired as consultant by then Mayor Inday Sara and now Mayor Inday Sara in February 11 up to June 30, 2013.
So si Mayor Sara ang nag-appoint sa inyo or bilang consultant?
Yes, Your Honor.
How about si Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, now President Duterte? Siyempre po, kilala po kayo ng husto ni President Duterte.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi ho siya ang kumuha o nag-recommend kay Mayor Sara na maging consultant kayo after you retired?
I don't know, Your Honor, because it was Mayor Sara who called me up.
And as consultant of what?
Civil Security Unit, Your Honor.
But you were never part of the Civil Security Unit, as you said.
Only when I was hired, Your Honor.
Hired as consultant
Yes, Your Honor.
because you denied that you were employed or you were connected with Civil Security Unit.
I said when I was as member of the PNP, I was not assigned as civil security unit.
You were never assigned to the civil security unit, but you were hired as a consultant after you retired to that unit or of that civil security unit, right?
As consultant of the mayor, in order for her to represent him in cases there is a
Him
meeting,
or her?
a conference.
Him or her?
Her,
Si Mayor Sampo,
her, Your Honor.
sabi nyo, ang nag-hire sa inyo as consultant. Ano ho ba ang civil security unit?
Civil security yun ang yung unit na yan, sila ang take care ng mga buildings, security of the buildings, offices, markets, terminals.
So yung pagka-consultant nyo is specifically what? Hindi naman ho siguro kayo yung tinatawag na general consultant.
As advisor of the mayor,
Advisor on what?
on matters of security matters,
In
Your Honor.
general, security matters. In general, security matters affecting Davao City, I suppose.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that includes criminality.
No, Your Honor. Because civil security unit only concern on the security of the government buildings.
Kanina ho, ang ganda ng mga accomplishments na pinakita nyo, although you just actually cited some, and I'm sure marami po kayo accomplishments kasi makapal po yung dala-dala niyong dokumento. Ano
Yes,
ho?
Your Honor.
Ang tanong ko po sa inyo ngayon, have you ever been charged with any case, of any case, either administrative or criminal?
And I cannot remember the date of physical injury. I was charged of physical injury.
Ano pa ho?
I was charged administratively for command responsibility.
On what?
On my two personnel who was charged also for alleged involved in drugs.
Alleged involvement in drugs. Kayo po mismo?
No, Your Honor.
So what are you talking about? Command responsibility about the misdeeds ng mga tao niyo po?
Yes, Your Honor. Allegedly, they are involved.
In drugs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kailan po ito?
In 2000, I cannot remember when I was still as the chief of the Heinous Crime. I cannot, either it is 2003, 2004, 2005, or 2006.
Ano po nangyari sa kaso na yon?
All were dismissed and they are, the case was dismissed against all of my personnel and
How about
including
you
me.
mentioned something about command responsibility. So you were charged because of command
Administratively, Your Honor.
Administratively. So saan po final yung kaso?
At first, the law and order in the Davao City Police Office, and again, it was elevated to the Ombudsman.
So ano po nangyari?
And
Na-dismiss
finally,
po
at
kayo
the
yung
Ombudsman, it was dismissed.
Dismissed. So absuelto po kayo doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Meron pa ho bang ibang kaso na you were charged either criminally or administratively?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kailan po yon? Ano pong kaso?
I think it was on 2009 or 2010.
What
I cannot
about-
remember the
Ano
exact.
pong kaso yon?
Allegedly, for not solving the killings of Davao City.
Yes. So you were charged along with several other police officers of Davao by the Ombudsman, and in fact, you were penalized, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were 21 high-ranking officers of the Philippine National Police. And this is from the website, Mr. Chair, of the Office of the Ombudsman, that you, along with 20 high-ranking officers of the Philippine National Police, were penalized with fine lang po, equivalent to 1 month salary because of the unabated killings in Davao City. So you confirmed that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were fined.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano ho ba yung sinasabing unabated killings in Davao City in the recent years attributed to the Davao Death Squad? Galing po ito sa Ombudsman. Pinaprint ko po ito. Nasa, ano po nila to? Nasa website, mentioning the Baudet Squad, mentioning the unabated killings. And siguro po, kasi nakasabi nga dito sa issuance na ito ng Office of the Ombudsman, record showed that from 2005 to 2008, the Davao City Police Office registered an unusually high number of unsolved killings. Do you confirm that?
That is the allegation of our case, Your Honor.
And further, in this issuance of the Office of the Ombudsman, it is said the perpetrators of these executions were usually two motorcycle-riding gunmen, and the killings were mostly drug-related. The OMB Moleo fact-finding team reported that in 4 years, there were 720 persons murdered, 97 in 2005, 165 in 2006, 199 or 199 in 2007, and 259 in 2008. Tama po ba itong statistics na ito na nalaman, nakuha ng Office of the Ombudsman, Moleo?
Hindi ko alam, ma'am.
Hindi ho ba kasama kayo sa heinous crime section? Pakisabi nga huli sa amin, ano ho bang mga klaseng kaso yung mga inimbestigahan nyo kung meron man nung kayo ay nasa this, whatever it is, this heinous crime section. Napakaganda ng pangalan, heinous crime section. Murder should be heinous crime. There are 727 cases of murder, or 720 persons murdered, according to OMB Moleo fact-finding team, in just 4 years. Did you investigate those?
Your Honor, if may I say, before that, I would like to talk to my lawyer.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, go back to the case. That case I was assigned at, during that period, 2006, I was the station commander of Kalinan Police Station. And all cases that transpired in my jurisdiction was properly investigated. Only, Your Honor, that
So whose cases were this?
every
which you were
occurrence of incident in our area of responsibility, particularly in my area of responsibility, was properly investigated. It turned out only that there is no witnesses that come to the open for us to pursue our investigation. That's why the case is still pending.
And how many cases are these?
I cannot remember, Your Honor.
Would you bother to check your records, and then if you can submit to us what cases or how many cases exactly did you investigate when you were with the heinous crime section? Kasi malinaw yung findings ng OMB Moleo dito. OMB Moleo fact-finding team, in 4 years, 720 persons murdered. So a mere 321, or less than 50%, were solved. Sabi po sa dispositive portion, or part of the decision of the Ombudsman, from the foregoing figures, it is evident that respondents were remiss in their duty to significantly reduce the number of killings. Also, the same shows that respondents failed to solve a substantial number, if not all, of the killings. You were one of the respondents, so you should know how many cases exactly of killings were there. I rest my case. Thank you so much.
Are you done? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Senator Cayetano is recognized.
So, Chair, I have a few questions for Police Superintendent Abute, then I have some questions for Chief PNP and for some of the other PNP officials. Sir, relatively ba mas safe? Relatively, hindi ko sinasabing pinaka-safe or walang crime sa Davao. But relatively ba mas safe ang Davao the last few years kaso sa ibang major cities around the country?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang dahilan ba nito ay pinapatay ang mga kriminal kahit na hindi sila lumalaban?
No, Your Honor. Namamatay yung kriminal dahil lumalaban.
Okay. So, are you saying that mas safe ang Davao dahil ginagawa niyo trabaho niyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
And dahil ang utos ng mayor, kahit gaano kapangyarihan, pag lumaban kayo pabalik.
Yes, Your Honor.
Unlike in other cities, minsan takot lumaban ng pulis dahil may abogado at pera yung kalaban nila.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, ang sinasabi, lahat daw ng abutan nyo sa heinous crime, pinapatay. May pinapakita ka kanina, can you elaborate on that? Sabi mo meron isang pusher?
Yes, Your Honor. Ito si Mike Macmod. Galing siya ng Manila, sakay siya ng Cebu Pacific. Yung nahuli ko on that night, may search warrant ako. Siya ang nagsabi kung sinong supplier niya. Kaya, pagdating niya sa Davao, sakay siya ng Cebu Pacific, doon namin siya nahuli.
Nahuli
by
siya.
bus operation.
Lumaban ba, sir?
Hindi siya lumaban, Your Honor.
Buhay.
Buhay, Your Honor.
Kung lumaban siya,
Sigurado yun, pag endanger yung life ko, life ng mga personnel ko, ay talagang lalaban din kami.
so ibig sabihin, kaya maraming patay ngayon, and I'll say it in English for the foreign media here. The reason why there are a lot of deaths because of police operation is because a lot of the drug lords engage the police or endanger the life of the police. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
But in the Davao example, if they surrender peacefully, you will make sure that their rights are protected.
Yes, Your Honor.
In this case, he even wanted to kill himself.
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, this is in news clippings that I intentionally brought this news clippings for us not to bias this presentation.
So in this case, you even saved his life
yes,
by preventing him from killing
yes,
him.
Your Honor.
Okay. Senator De Lima brought up the case against you, command responsibility, kasi hindi mo ma-solve yung mga kaso. Honestly, as a policeman, as an officer, do you think unfair na ikaw ang kasuhan dahil hindi na-solve lahat ito?
Yes, Your Honor. That is unfair.
Okay. Then let me shift now to Chief PNP De La Rosa Bato. Sir, sino yung pinalitan mong Chief PNP?
Police Director General Ricardo Marquez, Your Honor.
Anong taon po siya naging Chief PNP?
July 2015, Your Honor, up
Okay.
to...
In July 2015, well, for the whole 2015, under the Aquino administration, 12,481 extrajudicial killings. Kinusuhan ba ng command responsibility si Chief PNP Marquez dahil hindi niya na-solve ang mga ito? To your knowledge?
To my knowledge, Your Honor.
Yes.
No,
In
Your Honor.
2015, the crime clearance efficiency was 27 let me get the percentage later. Saan yung national? Alin yung national? Ito. Akin na yun. In 2015, ang crime, ang CCE, no, clearance efficiency, was 29% nationwide. Sa Davao po, it was 27.85%. So halos pareho lang po ang Davao and nationwide. So yung number of deaths sa buong Pilipinas, 12,481. Hindi lang ito, and let me speak in English so that the foreign media can hear us and we plead with them to be fair. There were 12,481 481 extrajudicial killings in 2015, except that the DOJ and the Palace at that time had an executive order limiting the definition of extrajudicial killings. But under the UN definition, the international definition of extrajudicial killings, any killing that is not by death penalty and not natural cause is an extrajudicial killing. Chief PNP ba to? Who was the Chief PNP bago kay General Marquez?
It was General Purisima, Your Honor.
But between him, meron pong acting po, di ba? Si General,
OIC, Ronald
OIC General Espina. Naalala niyo po more or less from when to when siya? After yung sa 44, di ba? So, 2014 to 2015.
I think it's about December 2014, Your Honor.
Okay.
Nag-start siya.
In 2014, during the Aquino administration, there were 13,105 extrajudicial killings or 1,092 per month. Kinasuhan ho ba si General Espina ng command responsibility dahil hindi na-solve ang mga extrajudicial killings?
As para sa inyo, Your Honor,
Wala.
wala, Your Honor.
In fact, naka-retire siya, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, kasi pagka ang police may kaso at hindi pa nasosolve, yung retirement benefits niya naiipit din po, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So before that was General Purisima. Alam kong meron po siyang ibang kaso. But as so far as extrajudicial killings, because in 2013, there were 16,160 extrajudicial killings in the Philippines, an average of 1,346. So the international community is now saying, wala pang 3 buwan, President Duterte, we are not yet 3 months, 3,000 ang patay. But the average in 2013 was 1,300. So during, per month. So during the time of President Aquino, in 3 months, 3,900 ang extrajudicial killings. So, again, was General Purisima charged for command responsibility for not solving the cases?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So what is the difference between President Aquino and President Duterte? Bakit? Why is one being charged with so many extrajudicial killings and the other is not, when the numbers are very similar? Can you venture an answer, sir?
I cannot understand, Your Honor, why.
Okay. Maybe because of his mouth? Maybe because President Duterte, with all due respect, is more verbose. Ibig sabihin po, kasi si President Duterte sinasabi, pag lumaban, patayin. And that is not the way President Aquino speaks. By the way, I'm not saying that President Aquino did not do all he can to fight crime. This is not about him. This is not a judgment on his administration. What I'm saying is apples to apples, ikumpara natin. The only difference that what is happening now is that the law enforcers are doing their job better because of the backing of the palace. Am I correct or am I mistaken?
You are correct, Your Honor.
So, am I correct to say, Chief PNP, if the President did not guarantee your safety, did not guarantee your lawyers kung kasuhan kayo, if the President said, if the President is not telling you lumabang kayo pabalik, all of these arrests and pushers and these apprehensions won't be happening now.
Most likely, Your Honor, because the PNP will not be motivated to do our job if we don't have the backing of the Chief Executive.
Yung pong ilan libo na patay because of operations, and I'm not saying na walang abuse doon, and I expect you to investigate each and every death. But kung hindi sila lumaban, patay, buhay?
Buhay, Your Honor.
Have you arrested drug suspects, whether it's by bust or any other operation, and they are alive?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it is not true that you will find a way to make them fight and kill them.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Senator Soto is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I actually have no questions for Senior Superintendent Abude. I have no reason to doubt what you have testified on. I have questions for General De La Rosa or whoever may be able to answer, because I would like to take off from what Senator Cayetano mentioned, that we are on media and the international media is watching. So may I reiterate my questions before? I want an update on the drug operations that's happening in the country. It was not highlighted the other time, so I want an update as of the latest. No? I do not see the CHR here, but I already submitted to them the copies of the killings done by drug dependents on victims and helpless victims, but they're not here. I'll ask that later. For the Philippine National Police, from June 30 up to the latest, the present, as much as possible, how many drug operations have you conducted?
Your Honor, as of today, Your Honor, the number of operations conducted is 23,474.
23,474
Yes, Your Honor.
drug operations. How many arrests have you made under these 23,474 operations?
Arrested, Your Honor, is 22,387 suspects were arrested.
22,387 suspects arrested.
Yes, Your Honor.
Buhay lahat yan.
Buhay na
They're
buhay,
all
Your Honor.
alive. They did not fight, they did not resist, or some of them resisted but are still alive.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How many were killed?
Killed, Your
during these
Honor,
drug
is
operations?
1,375, Your Honor.
So this is less than 10%? Ano? 22,387 arrested.
Around 5%, Your Honor.
A little over 5% lang ang
little.
lumalaban.
5%, Your
O,
Honor.
kaso yun ang hina-highlight ng international media. Yung lumalaban na napapatay. Hindi nila hina-highlight. They have not highlighted the fact that you have had 22,387 arrests in this drug war with 23,474 operations only from July 1 or June 30 to the present. In the last 10 years before that, sigaw ako na sigaw dito sa Senate floor, kaya ako nagmamaktol eh. Dito sa Senate floor, halos every Congress, mga 6 hanggang 7 ang privilege speech ko tungkol sa gobyerno na labanan ng droga, walang nangyayari. Pasok dito, labas dito eh. Kaya ito ngayon na nangyayari ito, I'm very interested with these statistics. So you actually deserve congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
May I pursue the point of Senator Soto, Mr. Chairman? And my question is addressed to either General De La Rosa or General Marquez, because you're the keeper of records, di ba? Mga statistics, the IDM. What is the ratio of arrests versus killed? Of course, we already have yung ratio ng arrests versus killed from July 1 to date, di ba? Or September 30. Ano yung ratio ng arrests versus killed in July 2015 to September 30, 2015? And then, the ratio of arrests versus killed in July of 2014 hanggang September 30, 2014. Para ma-appreciate lang ng mga members ng committee, ma-compare lang namin. And the same period para apples to apples. Now, let me be more specific. Drug-related operations ang kailangan ko statistics, no? Let's go back 2 years, no? 2015 and 2014. If you don't have the records now, kindly submit it to this committee. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's taken care of by the director for operations. I have actually, sir, a presentation which I can provide to this honorable.
Would that answer my question? Okay.
I think so, sir.
Sige. Mr. Chairman, with your permission, how long will that be? General Marquez?
About 7 to 10
7 minutes, okay.
We just
Just
come up with a run-through of everything, explain to slides.
Proceed, please. Proceed. Can we hurry up? Are you ready? It's going to take you a while. I would like to ask General Bato some questions, but he may relieve himself first. He can spread peace on earth first. Peace on earth.
P as in P-E-E-S.
Are you too, Colonel Gerlan? General Gerlan? Yes, go ahead. Please do not whisper with each other in the comfort rooms. Are we ready? Are there any questions from the floor? Because I have questions before any of you ask questions. Manny, Senator Paquel, do you have a question with Colonel Abude? Wala. Sige. Session is suspended. Yes. Session resumed. If General Rosal is already here, with the permission of the committee, the chair would like to ask some questions. Director General De La Rosa, I have some questions here. How many people have been killed since July to September? I mean, there are various numbers. Sabi 3,000 plus. Is that correct?
I will check with my director for investigation, Your Honor.
Please go ahead.
Is with General Marquez. He's still at the comfort room, Your Honor.
Pero mga 3,000 po yun. Ang totoo niyan, about 1,800 ata or 1,600 yung nagbabarilan ng pulis at saka yung drug pusher.
Yes, Your Honor.
1,300. 1,375. Tama po ba yan? Yung DUI or not driving under the influence but
death under investigation,
death
Your Honor.
under investigation, mga 2,000 plus. Ano
Yes,
po?
Your Honor.
Okay, alirado na ho.
Yes.
Okay. Ang tanong ko po, bago ko lumawi doon sa ibang tanong ko, hindi ho ba ang issue dito, may nahuhuli ho ba? Halimbawa, doon sa issue ng 2,000 plus na napapatay, na DUI, hindi po ba dapat alam natin kung saan nagaganap yon? Alam niyo siguro yon sa probinsya ng Cagayan, sa probinsya ng Pampanga, sa Caloocan, sa Cebu. Alam po natin yan, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano ho ang ginagawa nyo doon sa kapulisan o doon sa police director? Kung nakikita nyo halimbawa sa Cebu, humigit kumulang ang namamatay sa Cebu ay DUI ay 82. At sa Caloocan 63 na po. Di po ba as Director General, o kayo mga tanong kanina dito nila Senator De Lima at saka ni Senator Cayetano, di po ba tatawagin nyo na kagad yung Caloocan Police Director? Hoy, 63 na yung namamatay sa'yo. Hoy, Cebu, 80 na yung namamatay sa'yo. Anong ginagawa mo? Meron ka ba nahuhuli? DUI pa lang ho yan, ha?
Yes, Your Honor. As far as we are concerned, Your Honor, out of the 2,000 plus death under investigation, we were able to clear around 524 cases, Your Honor.
Na nahuli?
Na nahuli, Your Honor. Not really nahuli, Your Honor.
May suspect?
321 were cleared, meaning the suspects were identified and corresponding cases were filed in court, and another 203 cases wherein the suspects were arrested.
That is good sleuthing, no? Considering na natatagpuan na lang yung bangkay niyan o nababaril yung mga tao ng mga taong tinatawag natin nakabonet. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will say that's good sleuthing because kailangan nyo ng testigo. Sabi nga ni Colonel Abudi kayo na, kung walang testigo, wala di ba? But
yes,
nonetheless, marami pa rin namamatay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano nga yun ang basehan natin para i-promote? Because sa Constitution natin na dapat ang police protector ng tao, di po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung namamatay ang mga tao, at hindi ko pa binibilang ng panahon ni President Aquino, Presidente Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, Presidente Ramos, yung mga nakaraan, President Estrada, maraming riding in tandem. Kung bibilangin natin yan, marami yan. Di po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang tinatanong ng tao siguro, hindi lang naman yung manner ng mga namamatay, ngunit meron bang nahuhuli para talagang kampante sila na bagamat drug pusher na nababatay o mga taong yan, baka naman hindi ito metamorphosize into something na pwede later on political assassination na yan. O kaya hold upan na yan, napapatay na sila na walang pangundakan?
Pakundangan, Your Honor.
Pakundangan, I'm sorry, pakundangan. Walang pakundangan. Yun ang kinakabahan ng tao. Yun ang gusto ko sabihin dito. Tama lang yung pulis, pag lumaban, at wala pa ako doon, napapatay nila yung tao. Pero dito sa mga tinatawag nating mga DUI, nababahala ang tao. Paano, bakit ba pinatayan? Ano ba nangyari dyan? Ba't namatayan? Kahit na isa lang ang namatay na hindi na-solve ng pulis, ang tao matatakot. Pero kung libo na nga, lalong matatakot. Kaya siguro, ito mga foreign media, tinitira tayo. Pero hindi bali yung tinitira tayo Alam naman natin kung sino tayo di ba? Alam mo, kung ikaw mamamatay tao, alam mo kung sino ka. Hindi ka makakapagsinungaling sa sarili mo Pero sa tao, mas masakit sa atin yung perception na pumapatay ang mga pulis ng walang laban o kaya walang kasalanan o hindi naman sila inaano, nakulisan na daan, nakitang dating drug pusher o sinasabi na baka may kota na mga pulis, pumapatay na lang. Hindi nyo maalis sa isipin ng mga tao yan. Tama po ba yan?
For the record, Your Honor.
Tanongin nyo muna ako. Hindi nyo maalis sa tao na mag-isip ng ganyan pagka napakaraming tao na namamatay at walang nahuhuli. So, for the record, alam natin ang record. Ang kailangan natin, liderato. liderato ng Pangulo, liderato ng Chief PNP, liderato ng bawat provincial director, na ako nung araw, nung mayor ako ng Olongo, kapag may namatay, sabi ko, bawal mamatay ang pulis. Dahil ilan lang kami. Yung mga tao pag may namatay, hinold them sa loob ng bahay, hindi pwede. Kaya ako pumupunta mismo doon para mahuli. At generally, I was very, very successful. At tinatanong ko sa inyo, bakit ngayon, kaya ang nahuli nyo 15%, 85% hindi nahuhuli, wala ba tayong masyadong nahuhuli? Hindi tayong pinapalitan. Eh siguro, kung sasabihin natin sa mga pulis, pagka hindi mo magawa yan, papalitan kita, o katulad nga nung kay Colonel Abude, kakasuhan kita ng command responsibility, yun lang magagawa. Pero hindi pa rin mahinahon sa loob ng tao na marami namamatay. Tama po ba yan? Fair?
Fair, Your Honor.
Fair. And I know you're a fair man. Kaya believe naman ako sa inyo sa mga statement nyo. Nakikita ko. And let me just take this occasion to congratulate you because sa unang hearing, nakita nyo yung nakabalabalang ulo, pinuntahan nyo kaagad doon sa Caloocan, sa Antipolo, at hinuli nyo kaagad yung 2 pulis doon o ilang pulis yun. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun ang kailangan natin. Action agad. Kapag may namatay dyan, hoy, huli mo yan. Alam mo kagad ko siya. Galugarin ang buong lahat dyan. Alam naman ng pulis, may MO lahat yan eh. Alam nyo lahat kung sino ang drug pusher. Alam nyo lahat kung sino ang snatcher. Alam nyo lahat kung sino ang mamamatay tao. Alam nyo lahat kung sino ang akyat bahay. Kaya meron kayong suspects. Bakit dito, may natatakot ang tao, tinatanong ko na sa inyo, we have to be accountable. And to the media here, the foreign media, I don't care what you say about us. We have not thrown the rule book because the Senate is investigating extrajudicial killings, whatever you want to define it. The law has not been thrown. Kaya huwag kayo matakot sa Pilipinas because the Senate is investigating. Kaya tinatanong ko kayo, that's the beauty of democracy. Kaya tanongin ng Senador ang Director General ng PNP para managot. Ano ang sagot niyo po, Director General? Na napakarami pang hindi nasosolve na kaso.
All these cases, Your Honor, are still undergoing investigation.
Yes, sir.
We will do our best, Your Honor, to come up with a satisfactory investigation.
Yun po ang kailangan natin. Yung assurance ng tao na gagalugarin nyo ang lahat ng pulis sapagkat kayo ang responsible eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Under the contract with the people, binigyan namin kayo uniforme, binigyan namin kayo ng baril para pagtanggol ang tao. At pag marami namamatay at walang paliwanag, matatakot ang tao. Ano ba ang tawag sa CAP? Alam mo ba kung bakit CAP ang tawag doon? Alam po ba ninyo? CAP?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit ho?
Constable of Patrol or Citizens of Patrol, Your Honor.
Constable of the People.
Constable of the People.
Diyan galing po yan. CAP, konstable ng bayan. Bayan, kaya police, tao, police. Ang araw, or a city. Yan po ang tawag. Kaya kayo, binigyan kayo ng baril para pagtanggol. Pero pag binabaril nyo ang tao, abay may talaga, kaya kung nga ho ginawa yung plebs na hindi man na napapatupad, ako po nagtulak dyan, yung pleb, People's Law Enforcement Boards from the Latin word plebeian, mga taong bayan, dapat mananagot na mabilis ang pulis, na summary ang investigation ng tao para mabilis. Pero hindi na mapairal yan. Isa sa mga batas na itutulak uli yan dahil mukhang hindi umiiral. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, simple lang. Kung constable kayo ng tao, tigabantay kayo ng kaligtasan ng tao, hindi mangyayari nag-iimbestiga ito. Una, maingay ang Pangulo, sobrang ingay ng Pangulo. Tama lang na, pakita niya na galit siya sa droga. Pero huwag na siya mag-ingay na, papatayin kita, I will kill you. Hindi tama yan. Kaya, he is falling on his own sword. Nadadapa siya sa kanyang espada. Dahil salita siya ng salita, kapag bibintangan tuloy ang buong bansa na nangyayari. Kaibigan ko ang presidente, pareho kami nag-mayor. Pero ayokong salita ng salita ang presidente, kung anong gagawin niya, pero dapat sasabihin niya, masyadong maraming walang nasosolve dyan, huliin natin yung nasosolve yan. Magpaliwanag kayo, General, in about 3 months, in about 6 months, para malaman natin anong nangyari. Pwede po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Susunod ako sa next topic ko. Next topic ko, about 1,300 police are involved in shooting. Tama po yun. Kung lalaban ang tao sa pulis, may baril, uunahan ng pulis yan. Hindi po ba?
Minsan, Your Honor, nauunahan ng pulis.
10 ang namatay.
13 na po, Your Honor.
13 na, pati al sundalo. Alam ko po yan. I do my homework here.
At maraming wounded, Your Honor.
Sabi ko sa inyo kanina, bawal mamatay ang pulis o kung mayor dahil uso nun ng esparo. Magpapatunay na galit ang tao sa pulis pag pinapatay ng esparo. Yan ang rule ko nung araw. Maraming esparo sabi nung araw sa Central Luzon. Having said that, therefore, kung ang pulis bumaril ang tao, meron tayong internal affairs, IAS. Ilan po ba ang tao nyo sa Internal Affairs Service? Sa dami ng namatay, Colonel General Luterio, ilan ang tao nyo na mag-iimbestiga karaka-raka para masabi kagad in 3 days or 5 days, tama yan, self-defense yan. Mali ang pulis yan. Ano ang sagot niya?
How about 700 personnel?
Ilan po?
700 po. Nationwide.
700. Ilan po ang bayan natin sa Pilipinas?
1,760, Your Honor.
1,460 municipalities. Alright?
Yes.
And there are 42,000 barangays in the country. So, yung IAS, kung mabagal, magkakaroon ng duda ang tao. Hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya dapat mabilis kayo. Kaya isang iniisip nitong abang inyong likod ay bigyan kayo ng oras na hindi forever. Kailangan within 3 days, katulad sa Amerika, malalaman kagad ng baril yung pulis, tama ba yung ginawa niya? May baril ba yung kalaban? Hinanap niyo ba kung saan galing yung baril ng kalaban? Para mapatunayan talaga may baril yun. At hindi natin nakikita sa TV yung pinagpipiesta ng media na talagang dapat naman na umiiyak yung nanay doon sa looban, sa Caloocan na may binaril. Walang kalaban-laban, sasabihin nila, nasasaktan ako para sa gobyerno natin na binaril na lang yung tao doon. Di po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure nasasaktan rin kayo. Tandaan nyo, lahat tayo magre-retire. Someday, General Bato will be Citizen Bato. At kayo rin ay may expose dyan sa kanyan pagka lumala yung problema yan. Pwede rin kayong barilin ng mga pulis na susunod sa inyo. So, ang tanong ko sa inyo, ilan na ho sa 1,300 ang inyong dilitis at na kasuhan na? O na sabi na, tama, walang kasalanan ng pulis. Ilan na ho? Yan ho ang pakay nitong committee ito eh.
Opo. Your Honor, we have charged 680 PNP personnel.
So mali ang pagkabunod nila ng baril at pagkapatay. Tama ba yun? 600 chinarge na eh.
May under motu proprio investigation, no, basta't may patay, may discharge of firearms during police
Ang
operation.
ibig sabihin, motu proprio, inimbestigan nyo na kagad. Wala na magsasabi sa inyo. Talaga
Wala
naman
po.
yun ang trabaho nyo eh.
Kami na po ang
So,
complainant.
600 ang chinarge. Tapos na ho ba yun? Mayroon na ba tayong final?
Tapos na po yung 115.
So, 115, 10% out of the 1,300. Ano ang nature ng 10% nila? 10% na yan. Finalan ho ba yun ang mali, ang pagtrabaho? Kulang ang training natin, dapat dagdagan natin ang training. Dapat maglagay tayo ng taser. Dahil kutsilyo lang ang dala nun, taser, pwede na siguro. Yung ba nakita nyo, 10% nun eh, panay ba binunutan kagad ng wala sa lugar o binunot ng nasa lugar? Ano ba ang sagot doon?
On the surface, Your Honor, 100 po ang dropped and closed because it is a result of legitimate encounters.
Legitimate encounter.
Opo.
100.
Yeah po.
So, at least meron.
Yes.
And ako, hindi ko papaliwanag ito para sa tao. No? Nakikita ko lang ito. Nag-mayor nga ako. Pagka maingay ang Pangulo natin, sabi, papatayin natin lahat ang mga drug pusher, kahit hindi niya sinasabi na talagang patayin ninyo, nasabi na paglubaban, isabihin, ang pusher ngayon, ang drug lord, ang pulis na nag-aalaga ng pusher, lalaban yan.
Okay.
Alam na nila papatayin sila eh. Pagdating ang pulis, ay, papatayin na tayo niyan. Dapat may dala kang baril. Pag papatayin ka, unahan mo na. Tama ho ba yan? Pwede ho ba yung sinasabi ko?
They should defend themselves, Your Honor.
Sorry?
They should defend themselves also, Your Honor.
No, they cannot defend themselves. Alam nila na there is already, sinasabi ng Presidente, papatayin sila, pagka sila lumaban, at meron nangyayari, babarilin sila. So lalaban na yan. Di ba? Kaya marami rin namamatay.
Pwede.
Tama po ba yan?
Tama po.
Hindi ko pinagdidepensa ng pulis yan. Dahil kung ang mga drug pusher, malaki masyadong mawawala sa kanila, eh talagang masamang tao talaga, magtutulak pa ng drugs, eh you take that at your own risk. Babarilin ka ng pulis talaga, kung ikaw may baril, Tama yan, magkakabarilan yan. Tama ba yan? Tama rin yung drug pusher at drug lord na sasabihin, patayin na natin yan, baka mamaya maging testigo pa sa akin yan. Tama po ba yan?
Pwede po. Tama.
So, maaari ang dating yan for the benefit of everybody, including the foreign media, and I'm not really doing this for foreign media, they can go wherever they want to go as far as I'm concerned, is the fact that because there is that situation, katulad sa Amerika, marami rin dalang tao doon, unlimited ang firearms doon, halos, hindi nila makontrol ang firearms, may baril lahat doon, kaya ang pulis, kumisan, malaki yung kalaban, itim, babarilin nila dahil ayaw sumunod. Dahil mas malaki sa kanila. O baka may baril rin. Tama ba yan?
Opo.
I'm not justifying this now. I'm just saying this is the factual situation on the ground. Now, ang tanong ko, simple lang po. I hope that you will continue the investigation and I will expect a return from the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee already because yan misfeasance, malfeasance, and nonfeasance. At saka sa Justice Committee at saka sa Peace and Order Committee ni Senator Ramos, ni Senator Lacson. Ang tanong ko sa inyo ngayon ito, napakasimple lang ho. In Chicago City, do you look at the crime statistics in other countries? Magtatanong lang ako. Nabasa ko ito, I think sa Time Magazine or sa CNN. Nakita ko sa CNN. I got curious. Chicago is where President Obama comes from. That was his district. Doon siya galing. Alam po ba ninyo, in 2016, Chicago City, they have become the crime capital or the murder capital of the United States of America. Do you know that? Yes or no?
I heard about that, Your Honor.
You heard about that. I will give you the statistic. As of 2016, as of October 1, 2016, there have been 545 killings in Chicago. 545. In the Philippines, sa inyo, 3,000. The whole country with 42,000 barangays, 1,490 municipalities, you have 3,000. Now, kahit na one killing, masama yan. Pero sinasabi ko lang, kung nagdududot ng mikropono yung mga senador dito, dududutin ko rin sa batay yung mga nagmamagaling na mga puti na sinasabi nila, oy, porque kami third world country, mataas kami sa inyo, mas magaling ang antas namin. Pero pag tinignan mo, record, nakalagay ang record, 516, isang syudad lamang sa Amerika. Syudad pa kung saan ang galing si President Obama. Tama po ba yan? Eh sa atin, 3,000 sa buong Pilipinas. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kahit na paano, hindi parehas, hindi ba? So, ang tingin ko, one death is one death too many. Sobra, kailangan imbestigahin. Pero, huwag silang let him who is without sin cast the first stone. Hindi naman tama yun. You live in a glass house. Okay? Kaya talaga mapipikon talaga, lalo na kung binubuyo, alam ko naman yun nangyari, binubuyo ang presidente, sasabihin ko, utu-utu si Duterte. Buyuin mo ng konti, magagalit, sasagot ka agad dyan, kaya nagkakaloko-loko ang statement. I'm a senator, I can say that. I can say that as a friend, magalit sa akin, wala akong magagawa, but we have to protect the country from bad statements and that the president has the duty to be a statesman. A statesman. He must not be heard saying all bad words. He must not be heard saying, ganito, ay sasabihin ko nga, baguhin na natin ang ating slogan sa tourism. Welcome to the PI. Wow, PI. Hopefully, marinig ni Pangulo ito na, uy, mga sumusobra na nga siguro. Masyado na over-dramatize. In the same manner, yung mga kalaban, over-dramatize. So my point is this. As a police officer, a seasoned one, nakalbo na kayo sa police. Don't worry, my father was also bald. Ako rin nabobold. Grass does not grow on a busy street. Ang tanong ko sa inyo ngayon, yung 500, kailangan may rason I have to lay the predicate. Yung sinasabi natin, 545 na Chicago, isang syudad sa United States of America, bakit hindi ginugulpi ng UN yan? Bakit hindi ginugulpi na ang dami namamatay, presidente pa ng Pilipinas, ng Amerika yan dito, presidente ng Pilipinas, si Davao, bakit ginugulpi naman ang buong Pilipinas? At 3,000, when you compare the statistics, one nation against one city, mukhang tagilid, ano? Di ba?
Yes,
2.9 million ang population ng Chicago.
Yes, Your Honor.
O Chicago. Tayo, 100 million. So, yun lang ako gusto ko sabihin. Sana po may paliwanag nyo yan because tutulong kami, gagawa tayo ng batas kung kailangan ng camera sa pulis para pag bumaril ang pulis, makikita kung paano niya ginawa, mas mabilis. Lalagyan natin ng rules and regulation na ang IAS dapat hindi pwedeng 3 days, General Litario. Kailangan 3 days tapos na investigation. Nagbari na, malalaman mo kagad, di ba? 1 week to file the case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Para matakot. Yun ang mga, payag ba kayo doon sa mga gagawin namin gano'n?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung taser. Halimbawa, hindi naman lumalaban, taser nyo na. Di ba? The right amount of force to suit the situation. Di ba ba? So naguguluhan tayo Dapat ang Senado, hindi na ito tatalakayin. Kaya lang, masyadong sumabog sa buong mundo, tatalakayin natin ito para mapatunayan, the rule of law is still amongst us. Ang problema, the rule of law will only happen kung may testigo. Dahil kulang ang gamit ng kapulisan. No, that's not an excuse. Kailangan rin may tungkulin ang bawat mamayan na sabihin natin, hindi lang command responsibility, may magtitestigo na yung pulis na pumapatay talaga ng tao. And we will not tolerate that. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, may I recognize?
Yes, of course, the 8-time champion of the boxing world cannot be surpassed, Senator Pacquiao.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kumbaga sa boxing, may tail of the tape. So, gusto ko lang tanungin ang ating Chief PNP, yung pinalitan yung administration noon, pinalitan ninyo. Gusto kong makuha yung data. Ilan ba yung data na pinalitan nyo, yung naabutan nyo na data na arrested nila? Ilan yung arrested nila about drugs?
I don't have the record right now, Your Honor, but we will supply you with the data later, Your Honor. But I'm sure malayo mas mababa kumpara sa data natin ngayon, Your Honor.
Tapos ilan yung arrested nila? Mababa masyado yung arrested nila kumpara sa data ninyo ngayon.
Kung kunin natin yung ratio and proportion, Your Honor, na 3 months pa lang itong administration na ito, ikumpara mo doon sa 3 months naman ng previous administration, Your Honor, parang no point of comparison, Your Honor.
Gusto ko pong malaman kung ilan yung killed nung pinalitan yung sa operation nung yung pinalitan yung administrasyon at kumpara sa inyo ngayon sa within 3 months. Gusto ko malaman kung ilan yung data nila, ilan bang napapatay nila sa operation nila nung past administration.
Yes, Your Honor, we will submit it to you, Your Honor.
Meron ba kayong record dyan? Wala.
Ngayon, Your Honor, hindi po namin dala yung record ng previous
Kasi gusto ko kasing malaman yan. Gusto kong malaman yan kasi nakafocus tayo for this administration, which is this administration is the only administration who hid on this illegal drug problems. Nakuha niyo ibig kong sabihin? Itong administration kasi na ito lang na administrasyon, ang unang administrasyon na nakipag-hid on talaga ditong problema sa illegal drugs. So gusto kong makumpara yung kasi sinabi ninyo may arrested kayo na 22,387. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
22,387 arrested, which is gusto kong malaman din yung pinalitan yung administration kung ganito ba rin karami ang arrested nila, yung data nila na pinalitan ninyo.
I presume, Your Honor, mas mababa, Your Honor.
Okay.
We don't have the data.
Mas mababa.
Senator Pacquiao, if I may interject, that will be the subject of the 7-minute presentation of Chief Superintendent Marquez.
Okay, I can resume my question
after the presentation.
Mr. Chairman, after the presentation.
Thank you, Senator Pacquiao.
Chairman, 1 second manifestation.
Make it brief, please.
Yes, I was just so surprised with the statistic, and I congratulate you for the statistic regarding Chicago. And we're not judging the United States, but
We're not, no.
but if the human rights record of the United States is so bad, I think we should review the Philippines giving aid to the U.S. and stop it in the meantime.
I wish we can already do yes. Can we proceed with the police already? Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes, go.
Just a very
Briefly.
brief manifestation. I reserve my right to ask questions or to interpellate Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa after all of the invited resource persons have spoken or have.
The
presented
gentlelady
for the
doesn't have to
court.
make any reservation. We will recognize her.
Thank you. And let's be careful, please, about figures. You know, the figures cited earlier by the good chair on the crime statistics of a particular city of the United States. Let's look into what exactly are these killings. Are these drug-related killings? Because insofar as this investigation is concerned, the subject matter is supposed to be the drug-related killings, nothing else. Thank you.
I'm sorry. If I offended you, I will also make sure that you are not offended by my remarks, Madam Chair.
Mr.
Madam Senator. I mentioned that because a killing is a killing. Whether it's extrajudicial, whether it's an accident, a killing is a killing, especially if it's a murder. And I say that not to defend anybody, but to make sure that we know what we're doing here. Because you heard me say that we're going to go after any policeman or the chief of police or the director general if they're not going to solve this. We're looking for solutions, and I say some of the solutions. So I'm not even finished with that because I have some periodicals here that I would like to show Director General De La Rosa that I don't agree with. So let us just proceed now. Go ahead, General Marquez.
Mr. Chair.
No, we will not entertain anybody anymore. We'll go, General Marquez. No, I already ruled. You can do that later. Let's do this time.
Mr. Chair, I move to suspend the proceedings.
Sorry?
I move to suspend the proceedings, Mr. Chair.
We are already presenting.
Mr. Chair, there's a motion.
You can approach the chair while he is presenting if you like. But right now, we would like to proceed with the hearing.
Mr. Chairman, there is a motion. I'm willing to be overruled. We can divide the House.
I object to the suspension because kanina pa piniprepare yan. Ngayon nakahanda na, tsaka na tayo magsususpend. We already suspended earlier. I object.
Mr. Chairman, I'll just take advantage of the witness, Mr. Abude, I believe.
Hindi pa naman. He's still on the carpet. He's still on the chair. We can still go back to him. I do not want to divide the House.
Okay,
May I prevail on Senator Trillanes to allow the witness to proceed? And I can assure you, all of you will be called.
I withdraw my motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors.
General Marquez, for the record, is recognized. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I will be presenting to you the crime statistics and other matters that were. These are the answers to the questions previously raised during the previous meetings. Next, please. So that we will understand each other, I put here two terms, index crimes and crime rate, because yung iba, sir, ito yung palagi tinatanong, ano yung index crime, ano yung crime rate? Ito po yung definition pursuant to PNP LOI 0209. Next, please. From January to August 2013 up to now, we compare the 4-year crime statistics. Ito po yung trending. So, pababa ng pababa, yung pong blue, yun yung index crime na sinabi ko po doon sa definition. Next. This is actually the gist of everything. Yung blue po ay, ito po yung benchmark ng 6 months last year, yung July to December. If you will take note, 90,000 yung plus, yung volume, and then in-average po natin yan, weekly and daily. Because we cannot compare it to July 1 to August 7, yung 5th week ng administration ng ating Chief PNP. And if we compare the weekly average, there was a reduction of 44%, and the daily average is 49%. For the first time in the history of the Philippine National Police, nagkaroon po tayo ng reduction ng crime. If we compare itong dalawa, na 49%, almost half. Next. Ito po yung after 9 weeks, bumaba ng konti. Yung reduction is only about 23.2%. But this will be seen in the following graphs. Next. Next, please. Ito po yung lahat ng crimes na nandun, yung focused crimes, yung 7. Nag-start po tayo sa end of June, 3,052 yung average nationwide, weekly na crime. Bumaba po ito on the 5th week ng assumption ng administration ni Chief PNP ng 1942 and nag-level doon sa 9th week. So, ang decrease from end of June until now is about 20%. Next. Ito naman sa murder. Umakyat po ng 62%. Next, please. Homicide, nag-level up ng 51%. Robbery, reduced by 29%. Theft, next, reduction of 29%. Next, carnapping, reduced by 36%. Next, physical injuries, reduction is 13%. Now, if we take a look at the crime trend, quarterly po ito, since January 2013 up to September of this year. Ito pa yung trending. Di natin makita dahil quarterly at saka mahaba. Yung pong bar, yung column, yung vertical na guhit, kasi po yung sa kaliwa ay based from the reports that we got from the PROs or Police Regional Offices, and ito pong sa kanan ay based on our e-blotter or CRAS, Crime Incident Recording and Analysis System. So, yung final kasi namin na report, yung UCPER na tinatawag, Unit Crime Periodic Report. Next. Take a look at monthly from January 2015 up to September of this year. Yan po yung reduction. So, continuously, pababa yung incidents of crime. Next, please. Now, this is the index crime rate by region. The national average is about 11.7. We have about 7 regions or 9 regions na mataas sa national average. Yung ARM po, may problema tayo because if you take a look at this, ARM will be the most peaceful region in the country today. Kasi yung index crime rate niya is only 5.19. That means 5 crimes committed sa buong region per month. 100, yes sir, 1,000 population density. Because people there do not report to the police and then they solve their problems among village chief. Next. Now, in general, if we compare the crime statistics last year and now, there is a reduction of about 13.8% sa total crime volume. But the biggest reduction is on index crimes, which is 31%. Next. Ito po yung mga index crime distribution natin. Ano ang most prevalent? Theft, 36%, followed by physical injury, nationwide. Next one, please. Yung RIR po, ito po yung reckless imprudence resulting to homicide, damage to property, or physical injury. If you take a look at this, ang pinaka-malaki, most prevalent sa non-index crime, ay yung reckless imprudence resulting to damage to property and violation of special laws. Yung wala po doon sa index crime na nakalista. Now, kung himay-himayin po natin, ito po yung mga reduction. Tumaas yung murder, lahat po ng crimes bumaba. as high as 38% sa theft, robbery 31%, etc. Next, please. For non-index crimes, ito po yung reduction. Next, please. Now, ito po yung sinasabi kanina ni Chief PNP, 2066. Actually, may bago na po ito. October 2, meron na po tayong data. But if you take a look at the September 29 data, yung incidents po ay 2066. Ang nasolve na po natin dito ay ang na-file natin ng kaso ay 524. Yung 203, yung akusado po ay arestado. At saka yung 321, nakapag-file tayo ng kaso, although yung suspects are at large. Identified. That's why we filed the case. Next, please. Ito po yung wounded. Sabi ni Chief PNP, 13 yung killed sa police, 33 yung wounded for a total of 46. Sa armed forces, 3 and 8. 3 ang patay sa sundalo, 8 ang wounded in the fight against drugs. Let's take a look at a few of these pictures. Next. Ito po, PO2, member ng PNP SAF. Next. Bago to, si PO1 Romeo Mandapat from Caloocan, napakabatang pulis, namatay. Next. Chief Inspector Pagaduan. Next. Paranaque. Ito, Kabaging in Samar. Next one. May 2 anak. Ay Senior Inspector Mark Hill Garcia, Antipolo. PO3 Autida, Bukidnon. Ito po, rider pa ito, si SPO4 Bumagat of NCRPO, patay din. Ito po yung inkwentro na namatay yung mga sundalo. May mga wounded sa kanila, 5. Next. Ito po ay wounded, si PO1 Villanueva, nandun sa Tacloban, Divine Word University Hospital. Next. SPO1 Eugenio, Cagayan de Oro. Next. Senior Inspector Remorosa, Davao del Sur. This was the officer who wanted to sit up straight because he saw the Chief PNP and wanted to salute, but he cannot do so because his arms were tied dahil nga doon sa mga tubo na yan. Next. PO1 La Casa, 13 Martires City, Cavite. Next. Ex-PNP member ang naengkwentro nitong 3 ito. Yung ex-PNP member na yun, in-engage itong 3 in Samar and they were wounded. Next picture. Ito po sila. Tingnan nyo po yung tama. Ni PO2 Dador. Yung kamay naman ni PO3 Mendoza tinamaan. At saka si Lisbo. Next. Ito po, maswerte si Senior Inspector Dennis Ebsolo. Kung wala po yung vest na yan, patay na siya. Tinamaan na sana yung appendix niya. Sana lahat ng pulis may ganito. Sino po naman yung mga pulis na involved sa drugs? Ito po yung internal cleansing ng PNP. Next. Out of about 170,000 police personnel, ito na po yung as of September 27, yung na-drug test na po namin. 142,789. And we found out 154 of them, I mean yung uniform police, ay positive for drugs. The instruction of the Chief PNP, dismiss them pronto. May 7 non-uniform personnel pa. This is about 0.1% of the entire, of all those who were tested. Next. Ito rin po yung may kaso, 48. Ang most ranking is a police inspector, 2. Next. SPO1 Andador. Hinuli po natin yan. CIDG Region 4B. Next. Si PO1 Dave Agcol. Ang misis niya, pulis din. Hinuli yung pulis, ay yung wife, yung husband patay. Naga Cebu, not in Bicol. Next. And then, Senior Inspector Castillo, patay din po sa Quezon City. Next. Ito po yung naka-uniforme pa, nakasandal dyan sa kahoy na yan, patay din. PO3 Lee, Manalat. Next. And P1 Vincent Solares. Nag-amok po ito doon sa police station ng Sampaloc. Hinuli po ng SWAT natin. And we believe that he was under the influence of drugs. Next, please. Yung sa Las Piñas po, this was hanggang doon. Next, please. Hanggang doon sa may picture. Next. Ito po yung tatlo na nasa checkpoint. And then they evaded the checkpoint and shut it out with the police. Patay po sila. And then we discovered may patay sa likod, pang-apat. Itatapon sana nila. This only proves that hindi po pulis ang pumapatay ng mga to, kundi yung karibal nilang sindikato. Next. Ito po, yung si Jaguar. Si Jaguar ay namatay sa Las Piñas. Ang girlfriend niya, next slide. Wala po dito. Basta yung latest update po, yung girlfriend niya ay pinatay din sa Cebu last Friday. Lumalabas na kaya siya pinatay because yung girlfriend na yon ang nagsumbong sa pulis kung nasaan si Jaguar. Kaya namatay. So, lumalabas tuloy, sir, na sila na lang, sir, na nagpapatayan. Next, please. Thank you.
Thank you, General. Now the senators may now ask their questions. Senator Pacquiao had the floor just a while ago. We'll just continue Senator Pacquiao, then we'll call Senator De Lima, and then Senator Trillanes hasn't had his turn yet. Senator Trillanes, you're next.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So nakita po natin yung presentation ng mga pulis at nakita po natin ang pagbabago, yung crime rate na bumaba talaga, no? Doon lang sa killings, doon sa maraming mga namatay dahil dito sa massive na pagsugpo sa illegal na droga. Campaign against illegal drugs. Yun nga, sinabi ng mga pulis na ang lahat ng mga namamatay, hindi lahat kagagawan ng mga pulis yun sa kanilang operation. Kumbaga, dahil siguro sa massive operation ng illegal drugs, campaign illegal drugs, yung mga drug lords, drug pushers, pinapatay na nila yung mga tao nila. Sila na rin nagpapatayan dahil sa baka isumbong o ikanta yung mga pangalan nila, lalo na kung may mga malalaking tao na sa likod, no, na dito sa mga campaign against illegal drugs. Kaya yun yung nangyayari. So I'm sure naman siguro, Mr. Chairman, na masaya tayo dahil sa sipag ng ating mga kapulisan ngayon na pinamumunuan ni PNP Chief Ronald De La Rosa, at napakaganda yung mga accomplishment niya within 3 months, no? Dapat tayo magpasalamat dahil nagkaroon tayo ng isang Chief PNP na katulad ni Ronald De La Rosa na talagang head-on, no, dito sa to fight against illegal drugs. At wala tayong ang ang gusto nating ipaalam dito, wala tayong pinapanigan dito, kundi yung statistic, yung resulta ng mga trabaho. Kaya ko naman sinasabi na kanina bago nag-present yung PNP, parang boxing yan, may tail of the tape. Kasi I'm not attacking the past administration, but I'm just comparing of the result of this yung numbers ng solved crimes at saka mga nakasuhan, na-arrested ng mga kapulisan, at maraming, I'm sure hindi ganito karami yung mga arrested. Sabi nga ni General De La Rosa, hindi 22,000 ang arrested nung past administration, which is mas maganda ngayon kasi mas marami silang na-aresto dito sa mga ipinagbabawal at against mga crimes na hindi lamang sa droga, kundi marami pang mga ibang crimes na naaresto din nila. So dito siguro sa Mr. Chairman, sa aktibo at masipag ng kapulisan natin at itong paliwanag ng presidente sa atin, ng Pangulo, na hindi naman talaga niya directing inuutos na pagpapatayin lahat yung mga drug addicts, kundi ang sinasabi niya, ang instruction niya doon sa mga kapulisan, kung ang buhay ninyo nalagay sa delikado, mabuti pang, kaya nga sa amin nga, mabuti pang tayo mang-ariglo kaysa tayo inaariglo. Mahirap 'yon, no? Kahit sa Amerika, nanonood ako yung programa na police police cop, yung hinuhuli yung mga bad pag may inaaresto tapos sinabing itaas ang kamay tapos hindi ka nakinig, binaba yung kamay mo doon sa bulsa, hindi na pinapadukot yung kamay doon sa bulsa, binabaril na kaagad kasi sinabing taas, bakit mo dumukot ka pa sa bulsa mo? O doon siguro doon yung mga situation na hindi mo pwedeng palampasin yon, at kaya nangyayari yung mga ganun. Pero despite of that, ang daming mga arestado, Mr. Chairman, na dapat ang focus din natin hindi lamang dito sa extrajudicial killing, kundi ang focus din po natin sana, no, para sa akin dito sa ating investigasyon, kundi yung rehabilitation center. Dahil maraming mga sumuko, maraming mga naaresto na kailangan nating i-rehab, kailangan nating tulungan. Which is pinaliwanag naman at yung presentation ng isang witness kanina ni Police Senior Superintendent Dionisio Abudi. Napakaganda yung programa para tulungan yung mga kabataan na nalulung sa mga masamang bisyo at tinuturuan ng magandang asal at magandang pakikitungo sa kapwa. Yun po siguro Mr. Chairman, no, at marami pa po akong katanungan pero hindi lang naman kasi ito ang witness natin ngayon, ang mag-testify ngayon, kundi mayroon pa tayong mga mag-testify. So yung mga katanungan ko mamaya to follow pa doon sa mga ibang mga testigo at mga magbigay ng mga pahayag ayon ungkol dito sa extrajudicial killing. So gusto ko lang malaman, Mr. Chairman, na bakit natin, for the record, bakit natin atakihin ang programa ng administrasyon ngayon na napakaganda man para sa atin? Bakit natin hindi tanungin ang mga taong bayan? Siguro yung mga nagrereklamo, bakit kayo nagrereklamo? Ang ganda ng resulta. No? Ang ganda ng resulta ng mga numbers o statistics ng resulta ng mga pagresolba ng krimen dito, bumaba lahat. Except lang maintindihan natin yung pinaliwanag ng mga pulis dahil tumaas yung killings because of this massive campaign against illegal drugs, which is hindi lahat yan kagagawa ng mga pulis yung mga operation nila, kundi kagagawa niya ng yung mga drug lords, drug pushers. Dahil dito sa massive nga na campaign ng illegal drugs, ayaw nilang malaman yon, ayaw nilang isumbong at ikanta ang pangapangalan nila at pinapatay nila yung mga tauhan nila at sila rin nagpapatayan. Yun lang, Mr. Chairman. Salamat.
Thank you, Senator Pacquiao. Senator Trillanes is recognized.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. Let me assure Senator Pacquiao na walang tao dito sa session hall na ito ngayon na kumukontra dito sa programa laban sa droga. Itong hearing na ito ay ukol sa extrajudicial killings. At ito nga, no, in fact, we commend yung mga police officers, lalo na yung mga wounded in action na pinakita kanina ni General Marquez. Kaya nga dito sa Senado, even the past Congresses, ay tinutulak natin kung ano man pwedeng benepisyo may bibigay natin sa kapulisan at sa kasundaluhan. So, we are partners dun sa inyong mga pakikipaglaban. However, ang hearing na ito ay tungkol dito sa extrajudicial killings nga. At kailangan kasi natin bantayan na kahit na isang inosente, at meron ako papakitang video mamaya for ano naman to, this has been shown sa mainstream media para to cite an example about the possibilities na ito nga ay extrajudicial killing. So anyway, punta tayo dito sa first kay General De La Rosa, sir. Yung statistics kanina na pinakita ni General Marquez, yung murder na may increase sa murder, yung murder ba na yun kasama doon yung mga those killed during legitimate police operations?
No, Your Honor.
Hindi, di ba?
Hindi,
So, well, just to inform our good colleague, Senator Pacquiao, yung increase na murder doon, hindi kasama yung mga namatay dun sa police operations. So, makikita talaga natin na nag-increase yung murder. Murder is, may iba-ibang elemento yan. Aside dun sa homicide. So, hindi qualified yung mga namatay sa police operations. So, nakita natin doon, in the same statistics, nag-increase siya by 62%. Given the same na time frame. So, hindi natin masasabi na we feel safer. Kasi yung murder yan. So, yun lang ang ano natin. Maaaring sabihin natin, in total, nabawasan yung index crimes, pero still. Ngayon, nandito tayo sa statistics na mention kanina ni Senator Cayetano na sa Davao daw ay mas safer. Safer daw dito compared sa iba't ibang cities. Ngayon, ayon sa statistics na galing sa PNP na nakita natin sa Philippine Statistics Authority, yung Davao City ay number 1 sa murder from 2010 to 2015. Number 1 ito hanggang 2015. Tapos, siya pa ay halos kalahati lang siya ng population ng Quezon City, and yet siya yung may pinakamaraming murder. Hindi ito mga police operations, ano ito patayan ito with intent and motive to kill. So, hindi again natin yung sinasabi na safer sa Davao, safest city, hindi po totoo yun. Base mismo sa statistics ng PNP. At ito nga, just to prove a point, sa rape cases, a number of rape cases from 2010 to 2015 na mayor si Presidente Duterte, number 2 ang Davao City. So based on the statistics, hindi pwede natin sabihin na safer or one of the safest ang Davao City. Ngayon, ang pinapakita natin dito, since naging mayor na matagal doon si President Duterte, at ganitong approach yung sinasabi niya, bakit siya number 1 pa rin sa murder at number 2 sa rape? So, ibig sabihin yung kanyang approach not necessarily nag-work. Siguro sa propaganda, sa mga social media news na mga galing sa mga fake na websites o kung ano man, talagang pwedeng gawing number 1 kahit sino Pero base sa statistics, number 1 ang Davao City sa murder hanggang 2015. na 20 plus years na naging mayor si President Duterte ron, at number 2 sa rape. Yung rape, wala nang lusot dun eh. Rape is rape. Number 2 siya sa Pilipinas, ang Davao City. Okay. At least we can get that out of the way dahil dito nagtatapo na ng kung ano-anong mga anecdotes eh. Anyway, pupunta ako kay just one more question kay General De La Rosa. Sir, anong year kayo na-assign sa Camp Crame from Davao City, General De La Rosa?
The first time was yung right after na nag-change administration, Your Honor, yung na people power si President Estrada, then na-dissolve yung PAOK-TF 2001, then a little later na-transfer ako dito sa
Camp Crame.
Camp Crame, Your Honor.
So mga can you say na 2005 kayo na-assign sa Camp Crame, General De La Rosa, sir?
I-check ko yung record, Your Honor,
Okay.
basta after nung Estrada administration, Your Honor.
So, anyway, wala akong pinapakita dito doon sa tanong na yon, except na talaga nangyayari na nagkakaroon tayo ng memory lapse pag mga taon pinag-uusapan. Is that correct, General De La Rosa, sir? So hindi yeah.
Siguro kung pag-usapan yung edad, Your Honor, mas matanda ako sa'yo. So,
Yes.
siguro mas madali ako nakakalimot,
Ayun.
Your Honor.
Precisely,
Pero,
sir.
i-check ko later, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Hindi. Yun lang naman yung point ko kasi may mga sinasabing inconsistency sa taon, pero precisely you have proven na pag tinanong ka, hindi papasok sa isip mo kaagad yung mga taon na yan, lalo na kung yan ay routine. Anyway, I'll go to Senior Superintendent Abude. Sir, kilala nyo ba si Edgar Matobato?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Na-assign ba siya sa heinous crime section?
As far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, parang narinig ko na-assign siya when I was no longer as chief of the heinous crime.
Nung wala na kayo sa heinous crime?
Yun pagkakalam ko, Your Honor.
Pero hindi nyo siya kilala in person?
Kilala ko, Your Honor.
Kilala mo? Paano nyo siya nakikilala? Saan nyo siya nakikita?
Yun nga, una nag-umpisa yung kasama siya ng pinsan niya. Hindi ko alam kung pinsan or pamangkin siya ni Police Senior Inspector Eduardo or E.D. Matobato.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I would like to move that we subpoena the personal records and some investigation and the investigation reports of the so-called heinous crime section of Davao City from 2000. Ano kayo na-assign, sir?
In January 15, 2013 up to March 8, 2006.
Siguro kahit 10 years span.
January 15, 2003 up to March 8, 2006.
Okay. In that case, from 2003 to 2013, at least mag-overlap dun sa claims din ni Mr. Matobato. So, anyway, Mr. Chairman,
Are you moving to?
Yes.
Let's be clear.
I move to subpoena.
You want to get. You don't have to move. We can request it.
Okay. Yes.
You want to request the records of the heinous crimes division from 2003 to 2013 or 2013.
13,
Mr.
Chairman.
That's a lot of records.
No, the personal records, at least it will cover
the personal records of whom?
Of all the personnel assigned in the
Plantilla?
heinous crime section.
What will be the Plantilla?
So that will
The
overlap.
Plantilla or roster.
I have here, Your Honor, a disposition personnel issued to us by the Chief of the Investigation Division of Davao City Police Office.
From 2003 to 2006 or from 2003
From
to
2003 to 2006, Your Honor.
So the 3 years are...
Only one disposition of personnel in 2004, dated 2004.
Yes, but I think we will need a certified true copy of the roster from the Davao Chief of Police. Chief Superintendent Manny Garland, can you provide that?
Yes, sir, we will provide, sir.
Can you provide that tomorrow?
I'll do my best to retrieve it, sir.
Because I'm trying to finish this. I know that Senator Lacson was concerned that I was going to finish this in the next 2 days. But the reason for that is I think it's very clear, and to correct Senator De Lima, this is an investigation on extrajudicial killings of drug pushers. I think even in the resolution nakalagay yan, pero recent and rampant extrajudicial killings ang nakalagay. But anyway, we will do that. No, we will do that. So try to bring it over tomorrow so we can dispose of the matter right away if that is possible. After all, you can have it sent by email.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Thank you, Chief Superintendent Garland. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to show this video para lang maipakita sa komite at sa ating mga kababayan na may mga nangyayaring ganito. Kaya nga, ang sinasabi ko nga, itong investigation na ito is not meant to stop the operations against illegal drugs, pero kailangan maging vigilant ang ating Senado sa mga cases na of abuses and potential abuses. Sige, please play the...
Halos hindi na makilala ang bangkay ng 27 anyos na OFW mula Saudi na si Mark Anthony Culata nang matagpuan sa barangay Lambingan, Tanza, Cavite noong September 9. Sabog ang ulo sa tama ng balat, nakitaan din ang mga senyales na tinorture muna si Culata bago pinatay.
Una kong nakita sa kanya, ginupitan pa siya ng buhok, talagang tinorture pa siya. Tapos sa likod may hiwa.
Talagang karumal-dumal yung ginawa sa anak ko. Hindi talaga karapat dapat na nagkagano ng anak ko eh. Sobrang hayop talaga po yung ginawa.
Batay sa spot report ng Tanza Police, nagtabo ng mga tama ng bala sa katawan ng biktima. Binalot ang bibig ng masking tape at nilagyan ng karatulang "Pusher ako". Kasama ring nakuha ang mga paso ng bala, body bag na itim, sachet ng suspected shabu at drug paraphernalia. Umalma ang pamilya Culata sa paratang na tulak umano ng droga ang biktima, lalo't nakabakasyon lang siya at paalis na sana papuntang Saudi. Lalo pang nagkalakas loob ang pamilya na lumaban dahil hawak na nila ang kuha ng CCTV noong gabi bago sa matagpo ang patay. 11:13 p.m. noong September 8, nakita sa CCTV na dumaan si Mark habang sakay ng motorsiklo para bumili ng burger. Makalipas ang 10 minuto, may 3 pulis nang nakita na nag-checkpoint sa mismong kalsada kung saan dumaan si Culata. Ilang motorsiklo ang sinita pero ilan din naman ang pinalusot na lang. 11:35 p.m. muling dumaan ang motorsiklo ni Culata at doon na siya sinita ng 3 pulis. Kita sa CCTV ang pagpasok ng police mobile kung saan pinasakay si Culata. Ang 2 pulis naman ang nag-commander sa kanyang motorsiklo. Sa pag-atras ng mobile ng Tanza Police, nakita pa ang body number dito na 110. Maya-maya pa, bumalik ang mobile at nakitang nakabuntot na ito sa isa pang police mobile. Maliwanag daw sa kuha ng CCTV na sila ang huling may hawak kay Mark bago natagpuan ang kanyang bangkay kinabukasan.
Tapos hindi nila ibinilater sa polis. Sa presinto, tinago nila. Tapos sabi nila wala silang na-checkpoint. Hindi po nakalista.
Humingi na ng tulong ang pamilya sa Volunteers Against Crime and Corruption para makasuhan ng mga naturang pulis.
Malakas ang laban natin dito. At hindi ito titigilan ng BECC para makamta nila ang hustisya. Ang BECC nasa likod nila. All the way.
Bumuo naman ang Cavite Police Provincial Office ng Special Investigation Committee para resolbahin ang kaso. Sinibak na rin sa pwesto ang 4 na pulis ng Tanza, Cavite na nakita sa CCTV.
We assure na magkakaroon ng impartial administrative determination of complaint filed before us. We will not tolerate any misconduct committed by any erring PNP personnel.
Magsasagawa naman ng reenactment ng Cavite PPO sa lugar kung saan nangyari ang paghuli kay kulata ng mga pulis. Dominic Albelor, ABS-CBN News.
Mr. Chairman, there are the 3 videos.
May I ask first, what is the object of that video? To show that the police...
No, I will show it after.
Kasama ang pamilya
We have shown the 3...
excuse me. I just wanted to know so that the committee will be guided para we're not speculating on what the crime is all about.
That this is a proof of an extrajudicial killing or a possibility that this is an extrajudicial killing caught on CCTV. And later on, there's another angle that I would like to show.
It'll be robbery with homicide.
You'll see, Mr. Chairman.
By the way, is there a case been filed? If you know, General, there's a case that has been filed, right? The 4 have been removed.
Yes, Your Honor.
They have been dismissed already. Outright?
The administrative case was filed against 4 policemen, and they are now relieved from Tansa Police Station and reassigned to the provincial headquarters. And then they are facing now, I guess, criminal cases were already filed.
With your permission, what do you do with policemen like that where the evidence is very strong? Do you jail them?
We file charges, Your Honor, and then wait for the warrant of arrest. That's precisely why last meeting we brought up the idea of coming up with.
But when you file a case against them, have you filed a case against them already?
Administrative, sir.
No, how come we have not filed a case against them criminally?
I don't have the update yet, sir, but it is being prepared, sir, by the NBI and then Cavite.
Again, General General De La Rosa. To my mind, this is where the people get very alarmed. Dapat siya mabilis sa action. The evidence is very strong. 4 policemen obviously kidnapped these people, this person, Colata, and obviously, dapat nakakulong na yung mga police there for murder. Robbery with homicide yan. Unbailable yan.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
That's the reason why the PNP has a legislative proposal to establish a police justice system similar to a military justice system because they're hamstrung by lack of authority and control over their police officers who are erring, di ba? Yung mayroong kulang kayo sa disciplinary mechanism. And that's the reason why, and I'm asking you again, where is the legislative proposal so we can file the bill? Wala pa.
Methinks, with all due respect, the police will do this as any other citizen. File the case, no bail recommended, kulong yan. Bakit kailangan pa ninyo special civilian and character? Sabi, one national police force, national in scope, civilian in character. You cannot use military law for a civilian in character provision of the Constitution. To my mind, my question is, General Marquez, you are on the... No, pero nahuli na nila eh. You are on the carpet here because may complainant, may video na nakita. Dapat siya nakafile na yung kaso, nakakulong na yan.
Mr. Chairman, actually, the next 2 videos would further explain the other angles that they are exploring.
Okay. So go ahead, General.
Your Honor, as of now, the status, Your Honor, is that we take care of the administrative case, then NBI is conducting the investigation for the criminal case, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ang appeal ko lang is dapat mabilis. You know, I myself was a victim of crime. Ang tagal-tagal gumalaw ng gobyerno. Ang tagal talaga. Bago ma-file ang kaso, bibilang ka. Maglalabi ka sa Secretary of Justice like I did. You know, that's why I'm very sensitive about these cases. You can check the records. Every time I stood up here for a privilege speech, involves dastardly killings like that. And that is why, I don't know, I'm saying there should be immediate special attention given to cases like this because the people will be assuaged right away. Hindi may babalik yung tao, pero ma-assuage yung tao pag nakita, kinulong, no bail recommended, hindi na siya makakalagay. And by the way, when I lobbied for plebs, nakalagay dyan, summary, kukunin yung baril, pag sinabing dismiss siya, pending appeal. Hindi na siya pulis kagad. So that's why may special relationship ang pulis, pero may special treatment rin for administrative cases that they are not entitled to guilt beyond reasonable doubt. And in administrative case, and that's everybody knows that, but we can act swiftly. Kasi, alam nga naman, ang tao pa kukuha ng abogado, dapat trabaho na ng gobyerno yan. And that's just a statement that I want to make. And I implore, I use the word implore, na dapat mabilis ang trabaho natin.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead.
With the permission of Senator Trillanes, yung sa situation, yung nangyari sa Tansa, applicable ba rito yung warrantless arrest? Can you just arrest the policemen who were suspected of taking into custody and then later on the victim was found dead, di ba? What you did here, did you in-inquest ba nila yung police or you filed the case directly? Yeah, but yung merong mga conditions sa warrantless arrest which may not apply in this case because, di ba, a crime is about to be committed, is being committed, has just been committed, and you have personal knowledge. Yan nga yung gusto nating baguhin do sa rules of court, hindi ba? Do sa provision sa warrantless arrest. Before, ang provision lang reasonable ground to believe that the person has in fact committed a crime and we can already conduct arrest. But after 1985, when this was amended, nawala na yung reasonable ground to believe. Masyadong stringent na yung requirement. Ito yung nireklamo rin namin when I was still with the law enforcement. Napakahirap because imagine, the police officer must have personal knowledge that a crime has in fact been committed. Unless the police officer is present when the crime is being committed, medyo mahirap yung personal knowledge. That's why we resort to just referring the case to the prosecutor's office or filing the case directly instead of inquest natin yung mga suspects na involved. So my question is, applicable ba rito yung warrantless arrest?
Your Honor, honestly, Your Honor, kung hindi yan pinresent ngayon ni Senator Trillanes, hindi ko malaman yan, Your Honor. Siguro nangyari yan, nasa Colombia ako, Your Honor. Had I known that, I am sure, hindi ko papabayaan yan, Your Honor.
I mean, yung tansa police, yung tansa police mismo.
Your Honor?
I'm not referring to you, no? Hindi naman ikaw magkoconduct ng arrest just in case. Ang tanong ko, yung tansa police ba, were they in a position to conduct arrest or effect arrest of the policemen involved, the ones that you filed the case against? Apat yun, di ba?
Mr. Chairman,
ang tanong ko nga, applicable ba yung warrantless arrest dito sa situation sa Tansa?
The permission of Senator Lacson, I think there is already a witness, there's already evidence. Was the motorcycle recovered?
Your Honor, the NBI is the one conducting. Nandun pumunta yung mga complainant sa NBI, Your Honor. Kaya,
NBI.
Mr. Chairman, if we will watch the next two videos, it will answer some of the questions. Because right now, the Tansa Police Office is in fact denying the allegations. And they made the statement in the next two
Senator De
videos.
Lima was
With the permission of the Chair and the permission of Senator Sonny, in answer, in response to the pending question from Senator Ping, we all know the exceptions to the rule. We all know which cases can fall within warrantless arrest. Pag caught in the act, di ho ba, kitang-kita, or has just been committed. So I think one way of answering, responding to the question of Senator Sonny, is to find out saan po nanggaling yung CCTV na yan. Kasi kung gobyerno po ang CCTV, kasi the CCTVs can be government-owned or privately owned. Kung gobyerno po ang may-ari ng CCTV na yan, siguro naman nakita kaagad yon. So kung nakita kaagad yon, then pwede to fall under the recognized circumstances that would justify warrantless arrest. Pero kung nadiskubre po yung CCTV na yan, hindi kaagad nadiskubre, merong reasonable gap. But from the time that that CCTV was seen and yung actual crime, then hindi na ho papasok under a recognized circumstance of warrantless arrest. Yun po ang sagot ko po dun sa tanong. Maraming salamat po.
Which is precisely my point. Are the policemen in the custody of the police already? They are. Are you sure? You look incredulous.
They are now with the Cavite Provincial Police Officer, Honor. Reassigned.
Reassigned lang.
Yes, sir.
And is there a complaint made already?
The complainants went to NBI, Your Honor.
What does the NBI say?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Can I please ask Deputy Laben, please?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Honors. Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Just for the record, what is your name, please?
Ferdinand Laben, Your Honor.
Yes, Ferdinand. You were here before. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
To answer the question, Your Honor, the NBI took cognizance of this case when this was referred by PACC, Your Honor.
Yes.
And it is ongoing investigation by the NBI in coordination with Tansa Police. They first took cognizance of this case. The evidentiary matters are with Tansa Police. To answer the earlier concern, whether or not they should fall under the warrantless arrest, Your Honor, it's very clear from the video na last touch lang po dito ang police. Hindi po conclusive na police pumatay. So it's
what
wrong
is your
for
point then?
It's wrong for us to assume.
So it's still being built up. Are you saying the case is still being built up?
Yes, Your Honor. That is why we are conducting the investigation. It would be very wrong to assume na police ang pumatay dito, Your Honor.
But last touch sila. Prima facie evidence would suggest that sila the last people who were seen before the guy was killed.
Yes, Your Honor, but the PNP already took into custody the policemen, Your Honor. So we are conducting the investigation. Soon as we are finished with the investigation, we will refer the matter with the fiscal, Your Honor.
To me, it doesn't matter who's got custody. For direct filing na yan. Ang
For direct filing, Your Honor.
Investigasyon sa tingin ko.
That's correct, Your Honor. For direct
Mabagal
filing,
ang
Your Honor.
investigasyon. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your
Ang
Honor.
kalaban ng gobyerno na sinasabi mismo ng presidente, mabagal ang gobyerno. Pag may pila sa SSS, may pila sa passport, nagagalit ang presidente. Eto, pinatay na, nakuha na. Dapat, kailangan ba sabihin niya, nandun na yung 4 na pulis sa tansa. Abi, puntahan nyo na, imbestigayin nyo na kagad, tingnan nyo yan, you can already accuse, they can already be, you can, the affidavits already are there, there's a complainant already. Pwede na i-file yan sa tingin ko, I don't know. Diba?
We will situate, Your Honor, that
when did
this
the
will be
offense
filed.
happen? This is just an example.
About 2 weeks ago.
When did this happen?
More than a week ago,
A week ago. Yan ang sinasabi ko. Ganun rin sa internal affairs. Ganun rin dito. A week ago. Kung kayo ang OFW yan eh. Hindi porque OFW special. But the point is, nakita mo, inuli, sinakay yung motorsiklo, kinuha ng 2 pulis yung motorsiklo, tapos hindi lang ni-report. Hindi lang ni-report. Sinafe house nila or whatever we want to call it. Eh, ano pa ba ang hinihintay natin? Kung 1 week mag-iimbestiga, talagang mabagal talaga tayo. Talagang magagalit sa atin ang tao. if I took a vote here right now, galit sa inyo lahat ng tao. I'm willing to bet. So, just, ang imploration ko, dapat mabilis tayo. Action agad. Alright?
We'll do that, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Sige, please play the second.
Kasama ang pamilya Culata, pinuntahan ng Death Investigation Division ng NBI ang lugar kung saan nahuli sa checkpoint ang Saudi OFW na si Mark Anthony Culata pasado alas 11:30 noong September 8. Alas 5 ng umaga kinabukasan, natagpuan ng bangkay ni Culata na may mga tama ng bala. Binalot ng masking tape ang bibig at may karatulang "Pusher ako." Ayon sa pamilya Culata, bago at matapos matagpuan ang bangkay ng biktima, 2 beses pa silang pumunta sa police station para magtanong kung may nahuli o naaresto sa checkpoint noong gabi ng September 8.
Nagtanong kami sa blatter, walang naka-blatter. Ang sabi po nila sa akin, wala.
Matapos maipalabas ng TV Patrol ang kuha ng CCTV ng aktwal na paghuli kay Culata sa checkpoint, doon na nagsalita ang Tanza Police at sinabing pinakawalan din si Culata ng alas 12 ng hating gabi kasama ng 3 iba pa.
Witness nila siya na nagsabi dito at hindi po kami. They brought him to us. Yun po sir ang matibay na patunay na nabuhay si Mark Culata 4:30 a.m. on September 9 and wala pong kinalaman mga pulis ko sa pagkamatay niya sir.
Isa ito sa gustong busisiin ng NBI sa kanilang parallel investigation. Kahit kasama na ang NBI kanina, bigo pa rin ang pamilya na makakuha ng kopya ng lahat ng dokumento sa pulisya, gaya ng police blotter kung saan nakasaad na nahuli at pinalaya si Culata noong gabi ng September 8.
Ang sinasabi kasi nila, i-clear pa daw nila sa higher-ups nila. Pero previously, pag nagpunta kami sa police station, may binibigay naman.
Hindi pa rin matanggap ng pamilya Culata na napasama sa bagong drugs watch list si Mark Anthony. Gayong paalis na siya para magtrabaho sa Saudi kasama ng kanyang ina.
Kung adik ang anak ko o puser, bakit ganong kasama ang ginawa nyo? Sana binaril nyo lang. Kasi narinig ko yung pagsigaw niya ng tumulong. Isa-isa nyo siyang pinapahirapan.
Masama rin ang loob nila na hindi iniharap sa kanila ang 4 na pulis Tanza na isinasangkot nila sa pagkamatay ni Mark Anthony.
Ipapasumpinan niyo yung 4 na pulis?
Certainly, kasi may subpoena power ng NBI to require all people na involved sa investigation to appear.
Sumulat na rin ang pamilya Culata kay POW Chief Persida Acosta para tulungan sila sa pagsasampa ng kaso laban sa 4 na pulis. Iniimbestigahan na rin ng NBI ang anggulong love triangle bilang motibo sa krimen kaya ipatatawag din nila para makunan ng salaysay ang kinakasama ng isa sa mga isinasangkot na pulis na si Pio Juan Romanes na dating nobya ni Mark Anthony Culata. Dominic Albenor, ABS-CBN News.
Okay, let's play the third video. Mr. Chairman, just to finish the whole episode.
Pinalikan ng Tanza Cavite Police ang lugar kung saan naharang sa checkpoint ng OFW na si Mark Anthony Culata noong gabi ng September 8. Ayon sa hepe, hinuli si Culata dahil wala siyang driver's license. Dinala siya sa presinto pero pinakawalan din kasama ng 3 iba pa bago mag-alas 12 ng hating gabi. Pagtapos makalaya, nakita pa si Culata ng isang testigo na may kaangkas sa motor alas 4:30 ng madaling araw noong September 9 sa isang barangay na kuta umano ng notorious na De La Rosa Drug and Robbery Syndicate. Pasado alas 5 ng umaga, nakatanggap ng report ang pulisya na isang bangkay ang natagpuan at kinilala itong si Mark Anthony Culata. Sabog ang ulo sa tama ng bala at nakitaan din ang mga senyales na tinorture muna si Culata bago pinatay. Nakamasking tape pa ang mukha at may karatulang "Pusher ito." Nito lang September 22, napatay sa enkwentro ang umano'y leader ng sindikato na si Danny De La Rosa. Pinapa-cross-match na ang mga paso ng bala sa mga paso ng balang nakuha sa crime scene ni Culata.
Kapag nag-match po yun, sir, we are certain na yung grupo ang tumira, sir. He came from Punta. There is an existing drug turf war. There are 4 groups involved here. So we cannot discount the possibility, sir, that the group really perpetrated the crime.
Ayon sa Tanza Police, nasa drugs watch list daw si Culata pero itinanggi ito ng pamilya Culata. Ilang araw bago mapatay, pinagbantaan pa raw si Culata at pinaputukan pa ang kanilang bahay.
Maling-mali po sila at ako ang ina, ako ang nakakakilala sa aking anak.
Malalim yung motive, talagang personal, sir, because of the number of gunshots and the firearms used, M16 and 45.
Pero bukod sa droga, tinitingnan din ang love triangle bilang motibo sa krimen. Nasibak na sa pwesto ang 4 na pulis kasama si PO1 Herman Romanes na ka-live-in ngayon ng dating nobya ni Kulata.
That night, he was not included in the detail in the checkpoint. He's on off-duty.
Ilalapit naman ng pamilya ang kaso sa NBI para magsagawa ng parallel investigation. Dominic Almelo, ABS-CBN News.
Mr. Chairman, dito sa series of videos nito, may kita natin na maari na may mga ganitong insidente na yung personal na kaaway suddenly naging addict tapos biglang pinapatay. So the coincidences masyadong matingkad eh. And yun na nga, highly suspicious yung pati yung NBI hindi binibigyan ng mga dokumento nung police station. And hindi naka-blatter. So pinangahawakan ko naman yung salita ni General De La Rosa na he will not tolerate yung mga ganito mga police. And nung last na hearing, we were impressed dun sa immediate action ni General De La Rosa. Ngayon kung hindi man na-actionan ito nung Tansa Police, I hope actionan ito ng higher headquarters, sir.
Senator, that's why I was saying, you were not here earlier, I said, this could go to other things. Now it's drugs, and policemen are being accused of killing people, and we're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But if it goes to other things like political assassination, love triangle, that is the slippery slope that everybody is talking about. And it behooves, and I thank Senator Trillanes for bringing it here, it behooves everybody here to take action on this particular instance. And I know you'll take action, Senator General.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dapat may file agad.
Automatically, di ba dapat na subject sa ballistics examination yung firearms ng police? May result na ba yan? Hindi nga bibilis yung investigation kung hanggang ngayon wala pang result yung ballistics.
We will expedite everything, Your Honor, after this.
Let me make myself clear. We are not saying these people are the ones guilty right away, no? But the family is asking for an immediate investigation para may surcease. Tama si Senator Lacson. Dapat binalistics na kagad yan. Kinuha na kagad yung baril. In an IAS investigation, you will get the firearm and subject it to ballistics right away, di ba? To find out whether there was in fact an altercation, there was in fact they did all the necessary things for the rules of rules of engagement, di ba?
We engaged the SOCO and the crime lab on the ballistics.
That's correct. I'm sure you're doing that.
Yes, sir.
So, konti bilis lang, boss. Boss. Tagal na, 3 weeks na yan. Hindi 2 weeks 3 weeks na.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Any more questions with the witness here? Senator Cayetano?
Just a point of clarification and information, Mr. Chair. The statistics we've been giving comes from the PNP and the Philippine Statistics Authority. And the murder homicide is really always separate from natural death and from those who are killed in police operations. So apples to Mr. Chair, just for the record.
Point well taken. Talagang iba yung sinasabi na kinaside doon sa statistics. Okay, any more questions with this witness? If there are no more cases, then the witness is excused.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Your Honors.
Thank you very much for your appearance here today, Colonel Abude. Can we present the next witness, please, right away? Comsec? Who's the next witness? Sergeant Castañas. Is he here? Las Cañas, I'm sorry. Sorry, they're always... Malapit na ang Pasko. Oh, this is Sergeant Castañas. Las Cañas. Would you please identify yourself, sir? What is your name?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I'm SPO3 Arturo Barikit Las Cañas, 55-year-old.
55?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Tobong Davao. Born December 16, 1960. I've been in the service for almost 35 years.
Yes.
For the past...
All right. Let me put you on the road first. Please stand up. Comsec.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry?
You're accompanied by your lawyer. Please identify yourself. Are you the lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your name is?
I'm Attorney Militon Limos of Tagum City, Your Honor, appearing as counsel for SPO3 Las Cañas.
Attorney Milton, you're under instructions to advise the witness before he answers, if you like.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's all you can do. You cannot directly address the Senate unless we ask you to do so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Proceed. Any questions on Sergeant Las Cañas? Hindi ka SPO4, SPO3.
Yes, sir.
Ha? Oo nga, oo. Questions? Do you have an opening statement? Meron ka ba preliminary statement? Meron ka bang sasabihin sa sa'yo dito?
No more, Mr. Chairman.
No more?
Yep.
Dati ba meron? Ay mo kagad no more eh. Meron ba dati o iniba mo na? You change your mind? None, Your Honor. Wala na, kamo? Wala?
None, Your Honor.
Wala. Why? Okay, sige. Senator De Lima is recognized. You're 55 years old?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you older than General De La Rosa?
Yes, Your Honor.
See, don't sit beside him because you'll become a stereophonic. Ay, 1 month? Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I actually have a lot of questions for this resource
You have the floor.
person. Maraming salamat po. Magre-retire na po kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
December 16.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang nagsabi po sa akin yan ay si Edgar Matobato. Alam na alam daw niya po yung birthday niyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Senator, can you bring the microphone closer to you so we can hear you? Thank you. Go ahead.
Tandang-tanda daw niya po ang birthday niyo, December 16. Dahil palagi daw po siyang present. Pag nagsa-celebrate kayo ng birthday niyo, taon-taon, every December 16. Aaminin niyo po ba yon?
Sometimes, Your Honor. Hindi naman palagi.
So, kilala mo po si Edgar Matobato.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit niyo po siya kilala?
If my memory is correct, 1996, Your Honor, lumapit yan si Mr. Edgar Matobato sa akin. Nag-alok yan ng property. Then sabi niya sa akin, meron siyang kaibigan sa Samal Island na merong property na ibibinta, malaki yung beach line. Then sinabi ko kay Edgar, pwede puntahan natin, titingnan. Kasi nagsisidline ako ng as a real estate broker. Natingnan namin, and then dinala ko sa isa kong kakilalang Chinese businessman. In a span of almost 3 months, nabinta ko po. Yung nandito po si Mr. Edgar Matobato, sinabi niya na naka-receive siya o kumita siya ng 300,000 dahil nagbinta siya ng lupa. Galing po yun sa akin, Your Honor. And then, nasundan pa yan ng maraming deals. Siguro sa mga 10 property na inalok niya sa akin for the past almost 3 years, siguro mga 5 o 6 ang nabinta namin.
So yun po ang pagkakakilala nyo kay Mr. Edgar Matobato dahil sa mga business deals na yon sa pagbebenta ng mga properties.
Yes, Your Honor. Pero pagkaalam ko din sa kanya, personally, kasi lumalakad yan, nakakumopladge, full pack, may daladalang imported rifle. So to my understanding, he was a member of the auxiliary group of the Scout Rangers based in Malagos, Kalinan. Yun po ang pagkaalam ko.
So kino-confirm nyo rin po, kasi yun din po ang sabi niya sa amin. When I say sa amin po, hindi ko lang po tinutukoy yung pag-testify niya po dito sa dalawang hearings last September 15 and September 22, kundi yung pag-i-interview ko rin po sa kanya. Kaya marami po akong mga detalye sa kwento niya. So, kino-confirm nyo nakasama siya, naging kasama siya ng Scout Rangers. Kasi ganun din po ang pagkakasabi sa amin. Nag-umpisa doon sa CHDF noong 1977. Tapos, umalis siya ng airborne sa Kalinan, Malagos, Davao City. Lumipat sila. And then, napunta sila sa Scout Ranger Unit sa Philippine Army, sa ilalim ni Colonel Lorenzana. Nagsanay sa Scout Ranger Class of 1982 sa ilalim ni Captain Gutierrez. Mula 1982 hanggang 1988, nanatili daw po siya sa Scout Rangers bilang miyembro ng CAFGO hanggang kinuha siya mismo ni Mayor Duterte noong 1988. Alam niyo po ba yung mga detalye na yon o yung pagkakaalam niyo lang, sinabi niyo ay yung nasa Scout Ranger siya?
Yung detalye na yan, Your Honor, hindi ko po alam.
Yung mga detalye.
Yep.
Okay. Siyempre po, katulad siguro ng iba na mga pinatawag namin ngayon, hindi nyo aaminin na merong Davao Death Squad.
Wala pong Davao Death Squad, Your Honor. Media hype lang yan.
Hindi rin nyo po aaminin na merong Lambada Boys. Yun daw po kasi, yung pinaka-original na grupo, na 7 lang daw po sila. Kasama si Edgar Matobato, Lambada Boys. Narinig nyo ho ba?
Your
ang
Honor,
Lambada Boys. Narinig nyo syempre DDS, pero sabi nyo media hype. How about Lambada Boys? Have you ever heard?
Never, Your Honor.
Never.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, since you have not heard of Lambada Boys, sasabihin nyo rin siguro na you have not heard of the other alleged members of the alleged Lambada Boys according to Mr. Matobato. Ludi Pagidupon, kilala o hindi? Narinig na o hindi?
Nakikita at narinig ko yan, Your Honor.
Tony Estaco, kilala nyo, narinig nyo na, etc.
The name is very familiar sa akin, Your Honor.
So narinig nyo si Ludi Padigupon, narinig
Yes,
nyo
yes.
na rin si Tony Estaco, Jojo Bosa.
Wala, Your Honor.
Di mo po kilala.
Hindi po.
Romel Capitana.
Hindi po.
Hindi. Inchik Tan.
Hindi po.
Boboy Maldito.
Familiar sa akin.
Pamilya. Ano ho ba yung bangkerohan? Lugar ho ba yan? Grupo? Or what? Have you heard of bangkerohan?
Is pangalan po yun, Your Honor, ng public market.
Public market. Sabi po ni Mr. Matobato, itong si Tony Estaco, si Jojo Bosa, si Romel Capitana, si Inchik Tan at si Boboy Maldito, mga taga-bangkerohan. Etong si Ludi Pagidupon, sabi nyo, narinig nyo na kung sino si Ludi Pagidupon. Sa pagkakaalam nyo, sino po ba si Ludi Pagidupon?
Nakita ko yan, Your Honor, kasi yan si Lodi Pagilopon is, he was yata a cousin of SPO4 Teodoro Pagilopon, pero nag-retire na yan last year. Nag-retire siya as senior inspector, if I'm not mistaken.
Kilala nyo ho ba siya personal? Nakita nyo na ho ba siya?
Kung kilala personal, hindi. Kung nakita, yes.
Nakita nyo na?
Yes.
Sabi po ni Edgar Matobato, formerly Army Scout Ranger din daw po si Ludi Pagidupon, pero detailed po siya sa Ecoland Terminal. Alam niyo yung Ecoland Terminal?
Yes, Your Honor. Pagkalam ko po kay Lodi Pagidopon, he was a member of the RRA, the Rebel Returnees Association.
So, rebel returnee po siya, former rebel returnee. Sabi po ni Mr. Matobato, yung mga ilang miyembro ng DDS ay yung mga sinasabing mga rebel returnees. Nung nag-expand daw po yung sinasabi ni Mr. Matobato na una, Lambada Boys, naging DDS, ay meron na rin daw sila ng mga kasamahan ng mga rebel returnees. So sinasabi nyo pala ngayon, si Ludi Pagidupon was also a former rebel returnee. Correct?
Yun po, Your Honor, ang pagkalam ko.
At sabi pa ni Mr. Matobato, si Ludi Pagidupon daw ang nag-recruit sa kanya para sumama kay Mayor Duterte. Pero si Mayor Duterte ang parang nag-utos kay Pagidupon na kunin siya. Hindi niyo po alam yon?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
Gaano po kayo ka-close kay Mr. Matobato?
Yung closeness po namin, Your Honor, is yung nirecommend ko yan way back 1998. That was the first creation of the Island Garden City of Samal. Kasi po, si dating pare na nakilala ko through a common friend.
Si former mayor.
Yes po,
Correct?
si Mayor Roger Antalan.
Mayor Roger Antalan, sinabi rin po ni Mr. Matobato, former mayor, pare siya. Siya daw ho nagkasal kay Mayor Duterte?
Hindi ko po alam.
Okay, so ano po, again, how close were you?
Ako po ang nag-recommend kay
With,
Mr. Edgar Matobato doon kay Father Roger Antalan.
Para
And
maging
then,
ano po?
Parang escort niya kasi naghingi siya ng kung sino pwede makasama niya. So na-recommend ko si Edgar Matobato, since Edgar Matobato is taga doon din sa Samal. Pagkakilala ko po sa kanya, Your Honor, is mabuting tao.
Si Matobato?
Yes. So nirecommend ko yan kay Mayor Roger Antalan. Nung na-elect siya, pagkaalam ko, na-employ siya.
The tradition of the Senate that in accordance with the Constitution, a person can confront his accusers, but to call them as members of the Davao Death Squad would be having an unfair conclusion at this time. So, Colonel Dionisio Abude, retired of the Heinous Crime Division, SPO3 Las Cañas, who Mr. Matobato continually referred to, PO3 Ayaw and PO3 Jumawan, and others are here today because they were named and invited. If need so, Mr. Chairman, I'm willing to present them, not to attest to the truth of their testimony, but to give them a chance to refute the testimony, to refute or to accede to meaning to confirm or deny the testimony of Mr. Matobato. And lastly, Mr. President, as I have mentioned at the start of the hearing, the Duterte administration campaign against drug is not a campaign to kill people indiscriminately, not to get rid of criminals extrajudicially, but is a campaign to save the nation and save the generations from drugs. And these policemen will be able to testify how it was done in Davao. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Senator Lacson.
Would it be proper and correct to refer to them as members of the Heinous Crime Division? And I'd like to address that to Senator Cayetano or to Chief Superintendent Gerlan, who's the Director of Police Regional Office 11. Would it be the correct and proper nomenclature, if I may say so?
Your Honor, they are not all members of the Heinous Crimes Division, so we can refer them maybe as former members of Police Regional Office 11 in general.
Thank you.
You say former members. That means to say that they have either retired or have been reassigned to other duties
Yes, Your Honor.
outside
Sir.
of Davao City.
If I may give an accounting of the 23 invited, 22 are actually named because one has a double entry. Out of the 22, 12 are still in the active service, and 10 of these are still with the Police Regional Office 11. One is with the PSPG, and one is with the Aviation Security Group, and 10 have already retired, Your Honor.
So, in effect, how many are going to be presented here today?
We have 16 present, including 4 of the retired personnel, sir.
So 4 have retired, and of the 12, they are still in Davao or have been reassigned elsewhere?
10 out of the 12 still in the active service are in Davao, but they are present today, sir.
Thank you. All right, so that is very clear. These are policemen that have been assigned in various occasions, either in the Heinous Crimes Division or in other positions, and some of them have retired and some of them are still on duty, not necessarily with the Heinous Crimes Division. Having said that, in response to Senator Cayetano, I will give him the proper time, not necessarily as a presenter of the witness. In fact, one of the things that was worrying both Senator Lacson and myself, sino ba ang magpipresenta sa witness dito? Because ang nag-imbita ay sila Senator De Lima. Hindi naman nag-imbita, ang reference namin ay yung motion at saka yung privilege speech. Kaya kung hindi nila gagawin yun, I suppose kailangan isa lang natin ang testigo at magtatanong tayong lahat ngayong araw na ito. At kung makakatulong sa Senator Cayetano, kung gusto niyang mag-clarify or he may have some information that we don't have, I will give him wide latitude. Okay? Having said that, we shall now proceed to the hearing per se. I want to remind the COMSEC, because I asked him earlier that there were requests for pending documents, pending requests for documents. I want to know from him if those documents have all been submitted.
Yes, sir.
Can you please go to the microphone? Because I would want to have a senator say, we requested and that they were ignored.
Yes, sir. These documents have been submitted already. We have marked the documents annexes A to L.
All right, and these documents are available for every senator
Yes,
to produce, and they will be distributed accordingly. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And they have not been distributed right now.
Yet. Sir,
What is yes?
Sir, we're working on.
What is
of the
yes?
others.
Have you distributed them or not?
Not yet. We're depending on the request of the senator, sir, because we have problems with the manpower and the facilities.
To do away with the identification process, and I would be satisfied by that. Pero sinasabi ko lang, Mr. Chairman, na when this idea was proposed, it was supposed to be a test of the credibility of Mr. Matobato. Ngayon, kung inaamin na ng mga police mismo, we should be fair enough to say na nagsasabi ng totoo si Mr. Matobato, Mr. Chairman.
Please do not put the cart before the horse.
Well, no, at least as far as the identification
the chair
of
would like to request Senator Trillanes not to make conclusions because that's why we have an investigation here.
But there is a stipulation, Mr. Chairman, at least as far as the identification of the officers are
In
concerned.
point of law, when a stipulation is made, that is to save time.
Yes.
It is not supposed to prove the case.
No. I was not talking about the case, Mr. Chairman. I was talking about the identification. Kasi sinasabi yon na papuntahin natin yung mga police para po ma-identify as a test of credibility.
Well,
Ngayon kung inaamin na, then we should also be man enough to say that as far as that is concerned, then nagsasabi ng totoo si Mr. Matobato.
I will cut this conversation right away. There is no need for it. The proper time to ask the witness is that, are you the same person referred to by Mr. Matobato? And I will suggest that you ask that question and I will give you that right to do so. Pag humarap yung testigo dyan, tanay mo, ikaw ba yung sinasabi ni Matobato? Pag sinabi niyang oo, it doesn't prove anything except that the man exists. Tandaan natin, Davao yan. Makakakilala lahat yan. Kilala ng mga pulis yung mga hoodlum, kilala yung mga testigo. Nag-verify naman ako, kaya alam ko yung sinasabi ko rito. So give me some latitude. Proceed, please. Is the witness here already? Would you please ask him to move forward? Are you migrating here, Colonel? You have a backpack. Would you please give your bag to Senator Trillanes so he can investigate it? No, thank you. No, just kidding. Just kidding. We don't want to be bombed here. All right. Let the chair ask. Please identify yourself.
Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, I am retired Police Superintendent Dionisio Abode, 59 years old. I was appointed as patrolman in 1983 and retired from the PNP service in February 2013.
Yes. All right. Will you please stand up so we can administer the oath to you? Comsec?
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry? Take your seat, please.
Thank you very much. The witness is requested to answer the questions forthrightly, and the senators are requested to ask their questions as fast as we can. You have
I'd like to make some few statements, sir. Mr. Chairman.
Just one more thing. You are accompanied by a lawyer, the gentleman over there, the intelligent-looking man over there. Is,
yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Could you please identify yourself?
May it please this
Excuse me?
Honorable August Body. I am Attorney Heraclio Malaki III, Your Honor, of Davao City. Heraclio Malaki III po.
So, Malaki?
Yes, sir.
As in big?
Yes, sir.
Spelled with K-I or Q-U-I?
K-I po.
K-I, alright. Malaki talaga. Alright. Dako. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Maragul. Alright. I just want to be sure. You are instructed that you can confide to the witness, but you cannot directly address the Senate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Unless we ask you to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Please proceed. The chair will now allow, papagbigyan po natin ng testigo, nabigay siya ng preliminary statement because mahirap naman po magtanong tayo dito nang hindi natin alam kung ano sinabi niya. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honors, Mr. Chairman. Your Honors, Mr. Chairman, I am here because I want to clear two issues. That's why I am invited here. That concern most of my persons as member of the PNP before. It concerned also to my family and relatives, friends, neighbors, and most especially the civic organization who adjudged me as Pinoy Hero in 2012 and as an awardee of Leaders and Achievers of Davao.
That if there is need for reiteration or to emphasize or to tell the whole story, the senator will be given, and I'm sure you have given me wide latitude previously to continue the questions. Let me just do this properly so everybody's on the same page. Having said all that, we want to make sure that the committee respect, and I know that all the senators will act with dignity and with candor and with the utmost discipline so that we can make a very good account of the Senate investigation. The Senate is a very respected body. I don't think I have to bang the gavel and call anybody to order. If there is any disorder, I will bang the gavel so that we can suspend and we can deliberate in private so we can handle it correctly as we do it in the Senate. Should be no sign of emotion or any sign or indication of parliamentary misconduct. Having said that, Mr. President, I would like to call on, I think I saw the chairman, Senator De Lima raise her hand. Senator De Lima, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everyone. Just a brief manifestation for the record for the sake of accuracy, because it was mentioned earlier by the good chair that I was the one, this representation was the one who moved for the issuance of an invitation and or subpoena to the members or the alleged members of the Davao Death Squad, as mentioned by the witness. Based on the transcripts of the September 15, 2016 hearing, which was the first hearing attended by Mr. Edgar Matobato, it was in fact Senator Trillanes who moved for the issuance of an invitation or subpoena. May I just quote? At any rate, I would first move that we subpoena Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte and all the members of the Davao Death Squad as mentioned by our witness, especially those belonging to the Philippine National Police and the NBI. And I just reiterated that motion during the last hearing of September 22. I just invited the attention of the body as to the invitation as requested by somebody else. So it turns out that it was, in fact, Senator Trillanes and not this representation who asked for such invitation. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, may I also make a manifestation?
Let me just address the manifestation made by Senator De Lima. I think I was very clear that all these witnesses were invited by virtue of the privileged speeches as well, which contain your motions. So I think I will stand by my previous remarks. I also want to make sure that when we call these witnesses, this is also by virtue of the resolution made by Senator Trillanes. Now, on the motion, is that which you say is a reiteration that was never carried last time because I think there was an objection by Senator Subiri. But let me just point out that the committee will later on talk among each other as to whether we will invite them. In the first place, insofar as the Davao Death Squad, there is no finding yet that the Davao Death Squad exists. There is a lot of talk, and that's why we brought them here to find out whether, in fact, there is an existence of a Davao Death Squad. So it is very difficult for the chair, and as well I'm sure with my confrere, Senator Lacson, to, I hope I am not speaking out of turn, Senator Lacson, to invite the Davao Death Squad because nobody's going to come up and show up just like that. It's not been publicly incorporated in the Securities and Exchange Commission, and there's no effort on the part of anybody to say I'm a member of the Davao Death Squad, and therefore I cannot accede to that second motion unless there is testimony to prove the existence of the Davao Death Squad or admission by any of the witnesses here that such a squad exists and that the following people are members of the Davao Death Squad. Of course, all these statements would have to stand the scrutiny of investigation by the senators before we act. We act with judiciousness here and consideration for the rights of everybody, and we act in the interest of truth. So having said that, I now recognize Senator Cayetano. Go ahead, Senator Cayetano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, at magandang umaga po sa atin lahat. Sir Chairman, you actually already stated what I wanted to manifest, that we are inviting people who have been mentioned. It is the tradition of the Senate that they can defend themselves here. It is
Committee on Justice and Human Rights, this meeting is now in order, and I will ask Senator Lacson to convene his own committee.
On the part of the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, this hearing is hereby called to order.
Thank you, Mr. We call to order the hearing today on the Committee on Justice and Human Rights jointly with the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs after having suspended the hearing last 22nd September. This is a continuation of the resolutions and the privileged speeches made by several senators. There's a Senate Resolution number 9 by Senator Leila De Lima concerning the recent and rampant killings, extrajudicial killings, and summary executions, and to strengthen accountability of law enforcers. That's the highway upon which we are going to traverse in this investigation. At the same time, we have Senate Resolution number 151 by Senator Antonio Trillanes III on the alleged extrajudicial or summary killings purportedly committed by the Davao Death Squad, and in order to have the protection of people's basic human rights, and also in pursuance of the campaign against terrorism, drugs, and street crimes. Oh, the fourth. I'm sorry. You mean there are 4 of you? I stand corrected. Let the minutes reflect that Senator Antonio Trillanes is the 4th among several Antonio Trillaneses. Inasmuch as I am told by the committee secretariat that, and because of the motion made by Senator Leila De Lima, the Davao police are here. And these are the people that have been mentioned in various occasions by different sources, including the senators and including one witness here. We're happy that they have arrived, and let me just acknowledge some of the personalities here that have arrived, and we thank them. Good morning to everyone. First and foremost, the General De La Rosa, Ronald De La Rosa, and General Eleuterio of IAS, Internal Affairs. Is he here? Yes. And of course, Undersecretary Cui. I'm sorry, I should have acknowledged you first. Civilian authority being supreme over the police and the military. Undersecretary of Local Government, and of course, Director Lapeñas of the Dangerous Drugs Law, Dangerous Drugs Board, and of course, PIDEA. I'm sorry, PIDEA, and Director Dante Gueran at the National Bureau of Investigation, Director. We also have Police Chief Superintendent Manuel Garlan of Davao, and of course, thank you again to Chief Superintendent Marquez, Augusto Marquez Jr., and also Bartolome Ricardo, Superintendent Bartolome Ricardo of the Philippine Army. And there will be other witnesses that will come over again. But before we call in the witnesses, those of you who have not taken your oaths, will you please stand up so that we can administer the oath? Comsec.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the inquiry? Let me sit down.
Thank you. Let it be reflected that Colonel Bacardo and Police Chief Superintendent Manuel Garlan have taken their oaths of office. Not only oaths of office, but their oath here. Again, I reiterate the previous rules that we in the committee have agreed upon. There are 2 lecterns here for all the committee members to use upon recognition. The chair will give wide latitude to the questions given. You have 10 minutes to ask your questions, but the answers, we will give more than 10 minutes. It will not be counted. The answers will not be counted on your time, so that there is wide latitude. Again, I reiterate, I don't think we have problems in the manpower. It's just a question of your execution of this. The Senate President has given me latitude for you to ask other members of other employees here in the Senate for you to be assisted, because I raised that point, because there are voluminous documents. So please make do.
Yes, sir. We will do that.
All right. Thank you. I will expect that in fairness to the senators, that they all are given the necessary documents that have been asked for, so that they can peruse and study them and be the basis for questions and judgment. Having said that, we shall call our witnesses now. Is that okay with everybody? Are there any questions? Who shall we call first? Senator Cayetano, I heard you saying a certain colonel in charge of the Heinous Crime Division. Or maybe I should ask Chief Superintendent Garlan.
Sir, may we request that former Senior Superintendent Abude be the first to present?
Chief Superintendent Apulit.
Police Senior Superintendent Abude, sir.
Active duty.
Retired already, sir.
Retired. Yes. Abude, A-B-U-D-E. In Bisaya, it used to be Abode. It became Abude.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Abude. Committee Sec, please call the witness here and should they sit up front here. You'll notice while we're waiting for him that we place a special podium for the special table for the witness so that nobody can say that he's being coached. Colonel Abude? Sergeant at Arms? I would require that a lawyer be provided him. If he has brought a lawyer, that would be appreciated if he would he would present himself. And
Mr. Chairman.
yes, Senator Trillanes, while we're waiting.
Based on the agreement last hearing, the witness, Mr. Edgar Matobato, was supposed to identify the other officers.
We will come to that. We're not at that moment. If you will recall, there was no agreement. I merely said I did not dismiss him. Precisely, I did not dismiss him just in case we will lead him. When the proper time comes, if you request, after testimony has been made, that would be more timely than now.
Well, if we're going to introduce these officers one by one, then that would preempt the whole thing, Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
I believe
Chairman.
it would be proper for him to identify these officers first, again as another test of credibility. Then we can make them present whatever they want
Mr.
to
Chairman,
present.
I may help.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, before the hearing started, I asked if they have a lawyer, and I asked the lawyer about certain stipulations, and he said they're willing to stipulate that they know Mr. Matobato and Mr. Matobato knows them. So that will do away with the identification because they're willing to admit that. But I'd rather they say it themselves once they get there. The request is just that they be given the opportunity to testify freely before they're confronted, just because there were 3 previous hearings wherein their names was continuously battered, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Senator Cayetano. You will recall that both the chairman of these committees talked about an executive session so that they can have a lineup. In fact, I asked Senator Lacson, and he graciously accepted at that time that the witness be there at the lineup. But in fairness to the policemen, we wanted that so that they would not be unnecessarily ridiculed or their families could be, put to embarrassment. These are people who serve, and as far as I'm concerned, the general rule is that they do their duty. They're given that latitude. So having said that, anyway, all these people have been mentioned. The names that you have invited have been mentioned, and if they have not been mentioned, then you can call the attention of the chair. And if we need to identify to let him be identified, then you can the chair will entertain a motion at that time.
Okay. Well, Mr. Chairman, anyway, the suggestion came from the chair, and I was just reminding. Yes, but if now Senator Cayetano is saying that yung mga na-identify ni Mr. Matobato na mga PNP officers ay umaamin na kilala nila si Mr. Matobato, and that